Oh my god, it's dead again. Okay. Hello. Can you really fit 2 streams on?
I don't know. We'll have to see.
All right.
It's going in 2 minutes.
Okay. You should add more people.
Yes,
to the
that
stream.
I agree. I'm working on that now. My grandma came over for dinner, which I wasn't expecting, so I didn't have time to set up the stream.
Oh. You should have told your grandma about Mine Chunk.
I mean...
Sorry, Grandma. Oh, man. You should have gotten your grandma to participate in Mine Chunk. She could do commentary.
That's a concept.
I'm sure we'd get along fine. Oh boy. So what do you look for, Jenny, in a world? If you want to mine a chunk, what do you reset for?
Less blocks.
I agree. Is there anything else? You can get really good pickaxes through trading, which I think is the meta. I know nothing about this category. Hopefully the runners know more than I do.
I don't know anything. Oh.
That's great. We can make it up as we go along. We've already
10,
figured out that
9, 8, 7, 6. I'm going
5,
to 4, 3,
Six.
go!
We did it. It's going. Okay.
It's go time.
Still,
You all can go,
we're just running.
go, start, go.
Whoa.
Okay, I told the runners to go.
Fantastic.
Oh,
We've
no,
got 5 runners.
I think there are more people running than are in that voice call.
Wow. So they didn't Mango. I was just gonna mention that Mango didn't want to run that Mesa. That's the first bit of action we've seen.
Do you think Mine Chunk is the future?
I think it's the present as well. I think that RSG has reached its reset tolerance. I think that people are quickly going to become bored of it and replace it in their hearts with something more fulfilling, more long term. You know, like RSG. I probably shouldn't make that metaphor with Jenny in the call.
Wait, what?
What? What were you about to say?
Wait, damn, we can put it on. No. Too late now.
All right. Already I have managed to put my foot in my mouth and it's not even like 2 minutes in.
I'm slowly going through and
I'm
setting
waiting
up.
for
I'm slowly
more
going
runners
through
on.
and setting up everyone else's streams. Once I'm done that, we can start switching out the ones we're looking at. But as I said, this stream setup was set up very last minute, so I'm still working on actually setting everyone's streams up.
I think that what these runners will be looking for will be a ravine. You have a ridiculous time to reset for your world that you're going to commit to. The thing is that will be tedious as all hell. I think that a lot of runners are going to find a seed in the first 10 minutes and then stick with it so that they're out of here as soon as possible. look at that. But will any of them have watched my latest video and be able to identify a diamond pickaxe faster than average? That's the real question. Incidentally, subscribe to Matthew Bolan on YouTube. Ah, this is why Mango is playing this seed. Okay, did you miss the part where the thing works on, 87.5% of all seeds? I think the logical conclusion from the thing that works on 87.5% of all seeds, not working on your seed in particular, I think you got 12.5%ed. On your seed, what you probably want to do is dig down -1 from swamp clay for diamonds. And that will only work in a checkerboard pattern. Like, I recognize that, like, there's, like, an if statement here, right? like you need to examine the data and then make a decision based off of it. I recognize that that's very difficult, but I do think I mentioned this. I'm getting sick of explaining it to people. But yeah. Oh, is this my face as the background? Hello?
I don't think it is. Yeah, is it working?
I'm speaking into the void.
Hello.
Will the void speak back?
Hello.
Hello, void.
Yeah, I'm still figuring out the stream setup. I had to keep it from trying to load all of the streams at once because that would cause a little bit of lag.
Did anyone else see Mango's dream moment right there, just then? That was incredible.
What did he do?
And his game just suddenly ran at 3 times the speed. I'm not seeing any juicy chunks, Juicy.
Did I filter on scene?
Now, it's the time that you get on the world you pick, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. He is curing a priest. Igloo strats.
Those are the most significant. Those are the things everyone's doing nowadays, I hear.
Yeah. I mean, okay, what are you gonna get from a priest? Let's figure this out. Jenny, do priests still sell pickaxes? Or is that like removed in 1.9?
I don't think they ever sold pickaxes.
I think they did in like 1.7. He stops being a priest once he's cured. Oh, right, because they need a job now. Okay, that's fair.
I need to spice up their resume.
So, okay. Gonna craft probably a grindstone then? No, not a grindstone. Whatever the toolsmith is. Snowballing the golem. That's pretty Chad.
Dr. Gumba's stream is not loading. Thank you, OBS.
Gumba?
I spelled Twitch without a second T.
Twitch. Twitch. It's very hard to pronounce that without the T.
It's just
Twitch.
It's just like the same.
Twitch. Yeah, but like you feel like it should be different, right? Yes, you are supposed to be seeing more than 2 runs on screen. But April's
right
grandmother refused to participate in the tournament. Yeah, April. Yes, April knows that there are only 2 runners on screen. She's fixing it.
Yeah,
But because April's grandmother showed up unexpectedly, the stream setup is being done live. You know?
Mhm. I didn't have time to set up more than 2 of them before we had to go.
All right. Mango is getting so much wood. Stick trades, it must be.
Yukara is not here.
So Mango is clearly going to be trading up. Gonna make a Fletcher to what?
To get sticks, presumably. Or to get emeralds, rather.
Yeah. Yeah, and then a toolsmith probably, which can give really fast. Penguin is doing something. I don't know what it is. But this is a tundra again. Is this the mine chunk meta?
I think it is.
Or if we're seeing Penguin's render distance go up and up and up. And it is 9 minutes in. Jenny,
It's
and
better
how
than
entertaining
watching
is
paint
this?
dry.
How about
So,
at the 10
you heard
minute
her.
mark we take a look at some of the other runners? Does that sound good to you all?
Sure. Surely you can make a layout with like 4 of them at least.
That
Well,
should
you
hypothetically
should.
be possible. Yes, I agree.
And Penguin is resetting. Finales. You know, by the end of this stream, I'm hoping to have a detailed head cannon with at least 3 acts. Yeah. So I gotta know my clay so that I can sculpt my art. It's a savanna. Reset that, not a tundra.
True.
Now, I don't think Mango is mining his chunk yet. Is this the Mango who I think it is, by the way?
There's like 10 mangoes. Which do you think it is?
I know. I think it's Mango.
That does not disambiguate it very much.
I think it's man, I ate a lot of mangoes. This is mango. Do the mango runners get like man-go puns a lot? Like, I don't know. But yeah. Let's see the other 2.
Yeah.
I want to see some new fresh blood.
You know, I have a macro for 116, but I just
Oh yeah, he has.
like
the-
possible for 114.
Oh, Comrade Luigi and 100 picks.
But yeah,
Fantastic.
I'm just not
Guys,
bothering
we
setting it up
just unlocked 2 new characters by leveling up.
Yo, I'm on screen.
Now that we're into the tournament a little bit,
Let's go.
we can now safely announce that this is in fact an elaborate social experiment.
It's like slightly over some like air blocks, so it could have just barely.
The timing on the music was pretty good.
It was so
QX is not
I
streaming.
wish it was.
QX
There's
is
still
not...
time. Can we come up with like a have been in?
Timing on the music was pretty Rex isn't here.
Like, see-
I'm in distress.
She lied.
Oh wait, sure, I can just use the pyro whenever I'm in a.
Hopefully she will show up at some point.
I'm a huge.
Rex isn't here.
Huh.
So how many more runners are there that
Um,
we're not currently seeing?
Gumba is currently going. I'm looking through the rest of the people who signed up. Denry is going. And then there are two more.
She said Gumba, right?
Gumba, yeah. Gumba. And then there's also Yoink who might be on.
I have a.
We'll have to see when I get to adding their stream if they're there.
Yeah. Smithing table is what you need, right? I'm pretty sure. Table smithing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing in fletching.
I'm literally doing this like barely. know
I
the strats,
think
and I of course have a god
this
seed for it
tournament
because-
is
yeah,
masterpiece.
that's fine.
So I
just
think
don't
that
go-
for the second
don't really
round
get
we should
arguments.
just go full custom
Right,
map
just
run it
and then
just
not
do
have
it,
more
do
than
it,
2
do it.
rounds.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
There's a village next to
after
Ocean
watching
7
15 minutes of that already,
What the
it's
fuck?
already. But yeah, I want to see them deal with Mine a Chunk where it's like
hostage trap.
a super flat world that has been,
Mhm.
that goes up to 256 but is made up with some choice building
I've
materials.
been looking at my
Oh,
Twitch
Piox got it
channel.
already.
I was considering giving them a 1.17
I
world.
think he just did SDK.
Oh no.
Bruh. Of course he had to. Oh my god. So are they just switching through?
What about
Oh
an
no.
amplified
Or
world?
is just everyone up on the same
Yeah,
time?
it's for on the screen at the same time.
Is Mine Chunk. Like, it's not mine that chunk.
Why not? Why not a separate mine
Ma-
that chunk?
Mine this chunk. A competitive mine chunk where you each like have 5 minutes to look at a seed, and then you each need to tell your opponent the coordinates of their chunk to mine. And the competitive mine chunk scene, right? It develops, and it flourishes. And soon, there's professional teams. But one day, one wise guy says, please mine 187,100. And so the game is ruined forever.
Surely you can
I
just
think
change. Surely,
Mango's just gonna
surely-
take it all.
Perhaps. Surely you can just change rules so it has to be a chunk that you reached.
Well, then it becomes like a race thing, right? Like, you just, someone gets really good at like, you just nether travel in your 15 minutes or whatever. And just
I think my internet is getting mad at me for loading too many streams at once.
to make the shots that your opponent made, right?
Mhm.
Like, you need to Sonic Tails and Knuckles.
Sonic Tails and Knuckles?
100 PXX has just gotten Sonic Tails and Knuckles.
Yo!
They've won.
They won!
They've won. They won.
Fireman's over. They win.
This is an elaborate social experiment to convince members of the Sonic Tails and Knuckles server that they were playing a Mine Chunk tournament. You can't escape Sonic Tails and Knuckles. I'm sorry. Oh my god. And look, here's that pick that Mango's going for. getting a diamond hoe, 3 diamond hoes. Oh, he didn't get the pick trade, right? Don't you need the pick trade?
I imagine the pick trade is the goal.
So there's the shovels.
There's the pick. There's the pick. The pick is the master level trade.
Efficiency 2. That's not so bad.
You can combine them with an
Yeah.
anvil to get efficiency 3.
Yeah, but durability is far more important than efficiency 3. Like you want to get like 10 of those picks. There's a lot of blocks in a chunk.
That's a good point.
Mango also has a ravine, but his ravine is not as good as 100 PXX's ravine. But the problem is that 100 PXX's ravine, kind of lame.
Yeah,
But like, no.
You need the pickaxes. 100 PXX just doesn't have them.
Now, I do think that these trading strats are a little bit, So, is there any way that we could take advantage of the fact that the first trade is always the same? Does that make sense? The first enchant is always the same. Because like we it seems to me like we clearly need a large volume of pickaxes. And I do think that mine chunk is something that my gravel thing changes more than a lot of other things. Like you can only mine, you can have 24 diamonds. That's 8 diamond picks in in your first 10 minutes. Like Mango's doing great and all. This is 18 minutes in, and he's all set to be just mining this junk. But yeah, so do you think he'll take the ravine by the igloo, or will he wander? Luigi is playing mine berries and not mine chunk. That's wrong category, my friend.
Let's take a look at Gumba and Denry's stream.
Yeah. Throw out Mango and Penguin and put in Gumba and Denry.
Yeah, that seems like a good idea.
Yeah, so hold on. Jenny, hear me out on this incredible new game idea. Okay? It's like the game of horse for basketball, okay? And horse is like one guy trick shot. Point or whatever. Or sort of the system.
Okay.
And so I think just horse break a specific block in 5 minutes. So like, you could run some distance and then climb a mountain. I don't know. Like you've got like the Super Mario Odyssey balloon world thing. Maybe that's the correct
Y'all ever the
analogy.
mine.
Hi, Rufon.
Hi.
Oh, and Zero's here too. Hi, Zero.
Hi, Zero.
Did someone already leave?
What do you mean leave?
Weren't there 5 people, or are there only 4?
There are 6 people. Just 2 are not currently on stream.
Yes.
Okay. Can I join stream?
No.
Oh.
You're not playing Mine Chunk.
I'm gonna submit an application to play.
You're not mining nor chunking.
You can join late if you want.
Okay. Yeah, I can join right now. Also, man.
Will you? Have you ever done a Mine Chunk run before in single player?
No. But
The more the merrier. Go.
exactly. So I'm gonna go start my stream.
Yeah. Go mine a chunk. Okay. So Rufon is now our 7th competitor. Hi, Zero.
Hello.
Zero, are
This
you
is-
gonna mine a chunk?
I don't know if I would be able to.
Why wouldn't you?
I have not played Minecraft in years. That's why I'm qualified as a commentator, by the way.
I see.
Are there any strats? Have people attempted it before?
Mango is in an igloo and has just traded for about 9 efficiency 2 pickaxes.
I think they were unbreaking also.
Yeah.
Is TNT duping allowed, or is that a terrible strategy?
This is glitchless.
Oh man. No. Oh no. But if you classify TNT duping as a glitch, Psycraft will personally come to your house and they'll beat you up.
But you're
Dupe TNT in front of your house.
What do you think, Jenny? Official Minecraft bug tracker moderator. Is TNT duping a glitch?
Yes.
Oh no.
See?
Oh no.
I have to defend the front of my house now.
You've angered the Germans.
Psycraft gonna world eat my house? The block?
Yep. They're gonna
They're gonna use
cannon into
movable
it.
dispensers to move the TNT dispensers to your house and then dispense them. Matthew, did you see there was a two-way flying machine that had no slime blocks?
Yeah, by my friend Medicius.
I saw that, and I was... Because there were people who were on my crappy slime block video, or my flying machine video, who were saying, can I make a flying machine that doesn't have slime blocks? And I was reluctant to say no, but I'm like, this design doesn't work that way.
Comrade
And now you know.
Luigi also doing igloo strats. We have
Mhm.
2 runners who are both doing what's probably the optimal meta for this category.
Mm-hmm.
At least it's the meta. I don't know if it's optimal, but that's what people do.
How about instead of duping TNT, you spawn creepers? Would that be a reasonable meta?
Yes.
I think that won't work.
But we also
I'm
gotta
sorry.
spawn the lightning storm. That's the important part.
The only consistent source of explosions
Would be like a wither.
or a ghast in the nether, because you can mine nether chunks. You could do beds in the nether. I know that that's been discussed. It's not very good, is my understanding.
The fire is painful to deal with. Is my understanding.
This tournament was voted. The participants voted, and they said they wanted it to be overworld only.
Can you go to the nether to get resources? If I wanted...
you can
You
go
can.
to the
It-
nether. If you want to bring a ghast out of the nether, you can go right ahead.
I want to bring a wither out of the nether.
I don't think
It's
that's
just an empty nether chunk doesn't count as fulfilling the requirements. Is all that's going on.
Yeah.
You're not prohibited from visiting the nether or the end or any other dimension.
Mhm.
Mine chunk in the end would be easy.
I think that's called
Yeah.
enter end.
No. It's just called... Your time is just 0 seconds.
World generation percent.
Like, I would simply declare, I have mined a chunk.
I would say that you have to have the chunk in the save file, which would require entering the end.
That's wise, because, chances are there isn't. There's a...
Surely there's a
if-
generation error somewhere.
If you're desperate in this tournament, simply declare, I have mined a chunk! And then just search every chunk in the overworld.
It is the responsibility of the moderators to visit every chunk in the overworld.
Well, you could
Not yours.
just give the moderators a seat, and then they can verify it.
Dumba's digging down.
This is, in fact, mining a chunk.
Mm-hmm.
I think ravines, pretty great. Yeah, so Jenny and I will do a good leg of the commentary, but I don't think either of us wants to be here for 4 hours.
No. What?
Jenny, do you agree, or do you really have your heart set on being here for 4 hours?
It'll be the most exciting 4 hours of your life.
Is it? I think I can think of like a few scenarios that 4 hours.
Okay, but here's the thing. Like, I'm gonna cut the stream after the first 4 people finish. Or after no one is on pace to get into the top 4.
Yeah, so that means you can't let me start a mine chunk run and end up 24 hours in.
Well, only the top 4 people will advance. After 4 people are done, the stream gets cut. Everyone else is told, sorry, you lose. You didn't mine your chunk. Is Rufon actually doing it, by the way?
I don't see them in my following list on Twitch.
Oh.
Although I also wouldn't put it past them, so... Like, she would totally do a mine chunk run right now.
Raffy, would you ever mine a chunk?
Never.
We mined a chunk together. Oh, she's live.
That is true. We did mine a chunk together. Can that count for this tournament?
Creative mode mine chunk would also be interesting. What do y'all think of that?
If no commands are allowed.
Yeah, no commands allowed. Creative mode though. Commands are cheating. That's been in the rules for forever.
It would be like a click speed test thing, though.
Well, yeah, but you also have TNT placing, not duping, of course. You've got some interesting routing to do, a little bit.
My little brother showed me that could actually be a really interesting category. I want to know what that looks like done optimally. That sounds so stupid.
Yeah, it sounds like a fun category to route, but once it's routed, it sounds very boring to actually play, potentially.
Oh man, my little brother showed me something incredible the other day. Ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
It's called lip clicking.
I come back after being like my sister came and I hear it's called lip clicking with no context.
That is what it is called.
What is lip clicking?
Lip clicking is a method to achieve clicks per second above around 60 to 70 clicks per second. When my little brother showed it to me, he just got 70 clicks per second. Okay? And the way that works is that you pick up your mouse, you hold it to your lips, and then you go, I can't do the noise, but you do a bilabial trill, right?
You've just added a browser source. Just wanted to let you know that.
Thank you.
That is a browser.
You make that noise.
Uh-huh.
But it clicks really fast.
Do you think that would be useful tech for a creative mode mining chunk speedrun?
I do.
I would love to see that integrated into a run.
This world is ours. We're never gonna stop.
Let's see how fast I can get with this. This will be great. No one's watching the stream anyway, so there's no way that doing this on stream can come back to haunt me.
I'm not gonna let anybody tell me I can't fight. Now streaming.
I got 2 clicks per second.
Here we go. Are you all ready for?
Do I see a version of
What's that?
Do I detect a specific version of Minecraft?
Oh no! Is this the creative mode one?
This is just generic Minecraft.
No, but isn't this the one where like you just right-clicking deletes blocks or something?
Let's go.
Are you all ready for Mine Chunk?
Mm-hmm.
My lip clicking keeps on lip scrolling as well. It's very hard. It's so weird.
The way the blocks light up is so disorienting. How do you know where the chunk boundary is?
You count out 16 by 16?
Well, you have
They
to buy
not be. Do they not have to be aligned?
They do. It absolutely has to be aligned to the chunk grid, in my opinion.
Does water
I agree,
count?
but like water counts.
Does water count as empty, or as a solid? Because that might make Roofons run a lot harder.
Water is a solid.
Well, you
that
can
is for
place
sure.
blocks to block the water.
Well, yeah, but if there's water already there, then it's kind of going to be a pain.
Yeah,
'Cause
absolutely.
I don't exactly recall this version of Minecraft, but if I recall correctly, water kind of just spreads.
If Roofon just digs out a 32 by 32 area, she is guaranteed to mine a chunk.
It doesn't
Like
need to
31
be,
by
it doesn't-
31.
You can
right?
also just align to the corner of the map.
Oh! Yeah. So there's no excuse for not being aligned to a chunk boundary.
It's not required. That's not a rule.
Really?
April?
Yeah.
It's in the name of the category. You know, like, what's next? Our chunks needn't be contiguous? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I hope they don't have to be square. I hope any rectangle of the same volume counts as a chunk. Even if it's a strip, like a strip mine, it's still rectangular.
Yeah, you see, my chunk is in 64 separate parts that are scattered across the map.
My chunk is actually just it's what is it? It's 16 by however much it needs to be by 16 tall, and it happens to be up at the top of the world height.
Okay.
I've rotated the volume of the chunk sideways, and I have placed it up in the air above the world generation, and I have ensured that there are no blocks.
You can observe.
It's the same shape, but rotated.
Okay, we should take a look at some of the other runners, though.
Where you expect to be
I love how they're
on
loading
Saturday
in.
night.
No.
Okay, but how's Mango doing?
This
Because Mango
stream
was the
looks
competent one.
Do you
kind
want to
of
take a look at
not
Mango? Let's take a look at Mango.
visible on the other stream.
Yeah, I want to see Mango again because I think
Yeah, Mango's stream is loading up. Ooh, look at Mango. Look at that man.
Set
Lion
to
Chunk
Windows
tournament.
was the thing.
that's scary. Was there a version requirement?
No.
April?
Yes.
April, is Roofon's run legal?
No, the police will arrive shortly.
That's a good question. I haven't decided on an answer to it yet.
You're not sure if Roofon's run is legal or not yet?
Yes.
Oh, let me help you. Let me help you. It's not legal, but let's not tell her.
Yeah, there you go. That's gonna ruin the run. That's what I was afraid of.
Yeah.
We don't have to worry about it, I guess.
It's legal if the runner who came in fourth, if the runner who came in 5th place doesn't want to actually do more of this tedium.
Well, I don't expect Rufon's run to finish, so I think we're safe.
Now, I think Mango and Comrade Luigi are impressive front runners for the people who aren't Rufon,
Yeah.
the non-Rufonites,
The Rufonites.
an ancient sect.
Yeah, it's looking to me like the boundary is not a good spot.
Yeah, so where
You're gonna need to
Luigi
like fill in all
scouting
that
out-
water, and then like the entire water place, and then mine it back up.
Does this version of Minecraft have the sponge that actually works?
Ooh.
Oh, it might.
Are we allowed to give the runners advice?
No. I'm sorry. Mine Chunk is a serious endeavor.
What do you mean by advice? Has it ever been a rule that you can't give advice to people, even if it's serious?
Yeah, but let's give the runners advice.
I
but just
thought you
have
were
it be
even allowed to tell them the seed of their world.
but
we're
let's
trying to
give
reset.
runners advice.
Or do calculations with a calculator. As long as you weren't explicitly instructed to.
Did Ron accidentally hit the reset button?
Rufon!
Oh, okay, we're good.
Is
we're
there
good.
a key to reset?
There's a key
to teleport
there's a key
back?
to teleport to spawn, it seems.
Okay. Rufon has found the human spawning key.
Gravel. Clever. It
It's
doesn't-
not that clever. They should be using sponge.
That's true.
Well, if it's old enough for sponges. I know that sponges worked early on as
Yeah.
like just like a hacked anti-grief thing, but I don't know if
There we go. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yo! Yo!
I wish sponges still worked like this.
She figures it out. Let's go.
Wow. Again, proving the common. Yeah, that would be so nice if sponges still worked like that. Oh my god.
Even if you reduce the radius, just the idea of not having to dry them out, or if you had a timer before they dried out, as opposed to a one use,
Yeah.
that would be nice.
But look at Mango go! Oh my god.
Let's call it a bug report that sponges don't work anymore.
Jenny?
Jenny, wait.
I was gonna say, can I go eat dinner?
Yeah, go eat dinner. Oh my god. Go. Feed yourself. Oh my lord.
Sorry, the next 4 hours are gonna be tough.
Yeah, when she's back, I'll either like go to her or bring her back.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh. Hi, Zero.
Hello.
How's it going?
It's going great. I'm surprised that Rufon is still attempting this.
Sponge.
I mean, this is a winning strategy, I think.
The efficiency pick?
No, the classic.
Or the classic?
The classic versus hyper modern Mind Chunk. All right, how are our other runners doing? Let's throw Rufin out. Let's throw Denry out. Because I'm sorry, Denry. But Denry's just mining lapis, it looks like.
Mhm.
Wait, Comrade Luigi's been... Oh, that water keeps freezing. Comrade Luigi is one of our front runners, I'd say. It's time to see how these two are doing. I think for like non-Roofons, I think it's gonna go Mango, then Luigi.
Let's look at Penguin. Where's Penguin?
With it.
Why are you not allowed to
Because we don't
reset?
want you resetting for 12 hours for mining chunk.
Fair enough.
You're allowed to reset until you get a good seed, which is why we've got 2 runners who both managed to get igloo strats working, which is incredible. Whoa, look at those creepers. So what measures have been taken to prevent seed injection?
None.
Wow.
So
all
what
these
is seed
runners are
injection?
like- it's the name people have for cheating with a set seed on a random seed run.
That's what I thought it was, but I thought it could also be someone entering the chat and informing someone of their seed, which I still want to do. I think that is a hilarious theoretical attack that could cause a rules crisis.
Yeah.
Just, getting a bot that just goes to Minecraft streams that are speedrunning and just posts the seed of the world.
Well, we already have screen to seed, but it's like not a public thing, but I've seen it work, so it exists.
Well,
And
so
that-
imagine if that was not public, but there was a bot that automatically looked at screenshots of Minecraft streams and would apply them.
Yeah. Yeah, what it can do is you can like screenshot certain structures and it will crack the seed from the screenshot.
Yeah, ideally it would work just anywhere. Just, no matter what you do, right before you finish your run, the seed gets posted in the chat kind of thing.
I mean, if
Therefore
you're already
you were
in,
cheating?
if you're already in the end, like,
Well, no, but you put it before the end. You just post the coordinates of the portal right when you load the world. You generate a new world and the bot tells you here's where the
that would
end
be an issue. That would be an issue.
Yeah, and we
Yeah.
just do that on other people's channels without their consent with a bot, right?
Yeah.
And then no one, or specifically your enemies if you don't want them submitting any speedruns.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hoping will happen.
Yeah, I mean it's well possible within current technology, I think. Actually recently I was doing some work on this whole divine travel stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it turns out with this divine travel stuff, it turns out that swamp trees work very well. And, swamp trees at 0-0 is common enough that it seems pretty practical to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to be working on that. But the problem is that you need to know which tree came first. And so I had to figure out, is tree forensics possible? Can you figure out, oh, this tree came before that tree, this tree came before that tree? And you can with swamp trees a lot. Because they do things like grow vines downwards, and the vines can't replace leaves. So if it went one tree then the other tree, the vine would continue down through the bottom tree. And in fact, that's a huge problem in seed cracking as well, because really any screenshot of a forest should be able to give us the seed. The problem is that we don't know which trees of the 10 we're looking at and in what order they came. So if you could tell
Can you do it order independent potentially and have multiple candidates?
You
Or is that too much number?
You can. It's just it takes really long.
I guess it's a problem if there's more than let's say 4 trees.
Yeah, not even that. Yeah, I mean, you can just think of 10 choose K, and that's our problem.
Right.
Or 10 per mute, I guess.
Is 10 the number of attempted trees in a chunk?
Yeah, in most biomes. That's why savannas are super good, because savannas, they try 2 trees.
Right.
And then, so savannas are... They don't give you the entire seed, but they get you very, very close, and, you have more than one chunk. So...
Right.
But yeah, you totally could. With I know that Screen to Seed is able to identify acacia trees. I think that would be a hilarious rules crisis, frankly. If like
you were just doing a run attempt and then suddenly someone posted in your chat, here are the coordinates of the end portal. This is the number of eyes in the end portal. And they consistently did that. That would be fun.
Yeah.
Imagine just doing a run and someone does that and just ruins your run.
Okay, but what happens if I do that to someone by chance? Like what happens if I just make a one in like what happens if
you make an arbitrary claim with no backing that this is the number of eyes in their portal and theirs are the coordinates of the portal.
Yeah, because you and I have a history of such claim of talking about this idea in particular of like maliciously cracking someone's seed because we find it very funny.
So we could, in bad faith, post a message that claims to be the seed of the world and the coordinates of the world.
Okay, but let me furthermore extend this.
I enjoy this idea.
What if we got it right?
What if we are very lucky? I really like this idea. I feel like you could get it right with the coordinates with decent accuracy.
Yeah.
And by decent I mean like feasible.
Yeah, like if we wrote a bot to just guess, like in
that every single time someone reset the world, it detected a timer at 00, it would say the portal is at and then listed a coordinate and then gave a seed an eye count. Right?
You need to spread it across a ton of runners so that they wouldn't know what's up. I wouldn't do it like for every reset. Just like
well, no, but what's your chance of getting it into a run that's submitted?
That's true. Pretty high if they found the portal room.
Well, no, but the whole point is that they're not going... The whole point is that they have to find the portal room and you have to post the message before.
Yeah, but, you know, you post a message, they obey.
Oh, you're saying that they're going to follow your instructions.
Yeah,
and if you're right, then they're going to... it's going to get submitted because of the advantage.
Okay. Improved idea. Get a get like a gimmick account going, like a gimmick bot account that makes dumb predictions like this. You know, let it loose on the community. Okay?
Right.
After about a month, attach the seed tracker to it.
I do like this idea very much.
Oh my god.
I do very much enjoy this idea.
I hate you both. This is terrible.
And you
have to
only
make
have
rules
with 25% accuracy. With the seed cracker on it. Right? So its accuracy, instead of just suddenly being high, will slowly go up over time. To the point where at one point, at the beginning of a month, it would be very, very inaccurate, just no better than chance. And by the end of the month, it would be 100% accurate, but you would do it gradually. Right? Wouldn't that be interesting?
That would be really funny.
Do you happen to know who has this seed cracker software?
Yeah, it's Captain Wutax's girlfriend.
Of course. Do you happen to be good at social engineering? We might need to hire somebody.
I think we have more of a chance against Cap himself.
I love how you say against.
They
like
are
assuming that they are interested in keeping this specifically away from us.
If they
I love how
heard
that's
this
just one of
conversation, they might be.
No, Captain Rutex. Wouldn't it be funny?
It would be really funny.
It would be very funny.
I cannot bring myself to actually be mad about this idea, but like it's gonna make my job.
Well, so
very
far it's
difficult.
just an idea, so there's nothing going wrong.
Well, if you
Please
resign
forget it
as
whenever a
moderator,
community
before
bot
we do this.
appears.
Do it after I resign. There we go.
Okay.
Just all the X mods just suddenly devote themselves to creating the biggest possible rules crisis.
Sabotage the new mods coming in.
It's almost at the hour mark. People are gonna need to be committing to seeds very soon.
Yeah, you should
It
warn
could-
them of that, maybe.
It could be like a Twitch
I'll-
plays Pokemon thing where it
I'll
recommends
give
which
them a
button to
5-minute
currently
warning.
press.
I'll give them a 5-minute warning.
Man. Okay. Goomba. Goomba has nothing. Goomba is drowning.
How are they drowning? The water is under the. Oh, there. Oh,
I
they're in
think
F5.
they're swimming.
They're in F5. They're in F5. I understand.
Oh.
Is the drowning intentional to get back to their chunk, or do we think that they just don't like the world?
Well, if they're resetting at this point, it's the talk of the town.
Mm-hmm.
And it would mean that we would need to stay for very long because, you know...
Oh, right, we don't have enough runners to have 4 of them all done in a
Well,
reasonable
not
amount of
even
time.
that. Not even that, but, like, it's how long you take on that world. It's not... It's not who finishes their chunk first.
Oh, really? It's not a race?
Yeah. It's sort of a race. They just all started at different times.
Hmm. So
But-
we are observing the race from near the speed of light.
Okay, physicists in the chat, please compute the positions of the various runners.
Assuming they are all from the same. We are
started-
viewing them all from the same reference point. Where must they be located?
They all started at the same time on their worlds. You are on a spaceship which started in the center of the sun.
We're
Why?
physicists. We make approximations like that. It's okay.
The spaceship is perfectly spherical, but it is also covered in meter-long hairs.
That's not possible.
And those
Probably.
meter-long hairs can observe with arbitrarily high precision these particular streams.
They're like cat whiskers, but on a spaceship.
And they
And-
react to light to absorb these streams.
Okay, we need to somehow introduce 7 degrees of freedom into this problem, because otherwise I don't think it will have a solution.
Right. Well, so the spaceship is rotating.
And it's of some radius.
Yeah. And there are 4 points distributed around the sphere on the surface of the sphere, such that each point is observing one run.
Draw a tetrahedron by connecting these 4 points. What is the probability that your spaceship captain's chair lays within this tetrahedron?
Assuming the captain's chair is randomly distributed within the sphere.
and of course, uniform, like, with respect. Yeah.
You know what would be another interesting rules
volume.
crisis?
What?
Imagine if you had just like a Twitch plays Minecraft bot, except for instead of it being streaming, it would just go to Minecraft streams and just tell them which buttons to press to win. This is just a hypothetical bot. We do not have a task bot that can stream over Twitch yet.
We do.
That can play Minecraft through Twitch.
Didn't
It
you
can-
see?
can-
Didn't you see Geo made this like last week, I think.
Well, no, that can reliably choose. No, I'm not talking about like it can press the buttons that the chat tells it to, but I'm talking about like it would tell the chat.
Zero
talking like a bot.
is talking about a task bot, which which matches inputs
Which
by
instead
typing
of putting
Twitch
direct
chat.
inputs into the screen into the game, it would put inputs into a prospective runner's Twitch chat, and they could choose to follow the task bot to get unfairly high times.
Ah, so like a coach. I think
Yes.
that would count as using a calculator.
But what if the task bot was there unrequested at every single Twitch chat?
It just aggressively shows up.
What
It
if
will
we
just
got
show up.
Mojang to put that into the game automatically?
Yeah. What if there was a mod that increased the performance of the game, but also bundled in that if you have a Twitch chat open in a web browser, it will relay the inputs from the Twitch chat.
Gumbo resetting.
There you go. That is a reset.
Wait, is it too late to reset?
No, we have another minute 30.
58 minutes.
Okay, that's impressive.
They better restart that timer, or it's not a reset. They're gonna disqualify themselves.
Yeah, we can't pay attention. So Comrade and Mango both went with a seed early on, and
Mhm.
I still think Mango's gonna win this. Like, look at this chunk. It's going away.
Yeah.
Let's count the blocks with me, chat. 1,
1, 2, 3, 4,
I lost count. I
5,
lost
6,
count. I lost
7,
count.
8,
Interrupt.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16,
16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Okay, Zero, we're gonna try this. We're gonna trade off so that the other can breathe. Okay.
This is not going to work because of Discord delay.
Oh. Well,
How resistant are you to speech jamming, by the way?
speech jamming.
It's when you're trying to talk while someone else is talking over you.
You think that I'm resistant? I
I think that would be a really interesting skill to develop.
Shut up! He's trying to speech jam me. He's trying to speech jam me. Right now, I'm not paranoid. I will be militant about this.
I think it would be tons
Shut
of
up,
fun
Zero.
to practice
Shut up.
that,
Stop.
though.
Stop.
I'm not talking over you. You're the one talking over me in this case.
Oh,
So I
exactly.
don't think I should be doing the one.
Exactly.
I'm not doing
I'm-
the speech jamming in this particular
I'm
case.
sorry. I'm sorry. I think that was speech jamming just now, my friend.
Well, anyway, I think it would be a very fun skill to become
How does it
resistant
feel,
to
you
that.
know? How
Imagine
does it
just
feel?
practicing for
Okay,
hours
imagine-
talking over someone else
I
talking.
don't
to you.
think that. I think that this could be a great place for both of us to get that practice.
Right now, live as commentators,
Here we go.
we are providing valuable input simultaneously.
No, we aren't.
Okay, okay,
April
okay,
is
okay.
going to
But
one of us in one ear and one of us in the other ear,
Shut
so
up,
that both
April, shut up,
listeners
shut
will
up.
be able to listen to both. of
Hello,
us at the
I
same
would like to
time
make an
while we are
announcement.
talking.
I would
I'm
like
muting
the
both
right
of you.
ear. I would like the right.
Yes, Matthew will take the right ear.
There, no more resetting. These orders are all on their final worlds. Okay, I'm gonna unserver mute those two now.
Is that the way it's gonna be, huh? You don't appreciate our concurrent commentator strategy?
Can we see the other?
Whoa,
runners?
whoa, wait. How does Mango have the pie? I thought that wasn't a thing.
And what version is this?
The 1.14.4.
Optifine probably.
But it says fabric.
Fabric.
No, I think what the Pi re-adds, April. There's like some. It's which profile settings work.
Oh,
The
okay.
Pi itself still exists, but it's
Okay, I understand.
yeah.
We'll need to make that more clear in the rules then.
We should make a mod that adds just that doesn't cheat the game, but just adds things in that wouldn't be possible. That would be very fun. To just submit runs that are invalid, but just have weird clues to prove that they aren't real.
Well, we have we have this this weird thing on the boards already where we allow an obscure rendering thing called planar fog. Because on certain very bad graphics cards, they don't do the fog in a circle. They just do like the fog is a big box. And so we allow everyone to enable that with a mod because it lets you see further if your fog is a box around you and not a circle around you, right? And you shouldn't have to downgrade your graphics card to get that, right? But surely that's not the only bizarre beneficial processor dependent, you know, hardware dependent property of Minecraft.
Wasn't there like a time dilation thing where you could just be faster if you have a slow enough computer? Just the in-game time would tick slowly?
Yeah, there's that for in-game time. There's also
well, isn't that a problem?
Yes. There's also similar
Has it been exploited yet?
Yes.
I think that's why we like officially actually don't use the in-game time.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Just load remove?
Question mark. I have no idea what the official rules actually are. Probably because there aren't clearly there are not clear official rules.
Speedrun, like,
no. No, like no one understands this. No one understands this, but like timing Minecraft is impossible, and eventually we're doomed. The problem is I think there's a few things that need to be changed. One of them is get rid of milliseconds, because like the milliseconds in a Minecraft time, they literally don't mean anything. They like tell you which way to round. Like Minecraft world records should have error bars on them. Like, it shouldn't be this was their time. It should be their time was this plus or minus 2 seconds because they had this weird thing in here. Like, I'm not even joking. Like,
I understand that. Mango had some mine shaft.
Yeah, that will help. Although cobwebs have a long break time. Did Goomba just reset? Oh, I think Goomba just reset.
Did Goomba just reset?
This does not look like the...
Did they?
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Where's Rufon at, by the way?
Your fun is... Your fun's doing pretty good. Here, we'll get rid of Goomba.
Yeah.
One of you join the general voice chat and interrogate Goomba.
Alright, Zero, you're the interrogator.
What am I interrogating Goomba about?
Ask they Goomba just warn Goomba not to reset again. I don't think it's criminal that they reset. Just like remind everyone no more resetting.
Are they supposed to reset their timer as well if they reset, or are they still an hour?
It doesn't matter. Like,
it doesn't matter. We don't care about that timer.
Okay.
Guys, look! Bring the body!
Zero's in general.
I'll high-five you all when I see you.
You'll presumably return. Okay. Cool.
Is Rufon even playing Minecraft? That looks like Apex Legends. For the Nintendo Switch. Like an advertisement.
I think Mango and Comrade Luigi, like, I don't think we need to have the rest of the tournament. I think we can just put them straight to the finals. Did you announce a rule set?
For the finals? No. I said it would be on a pre-chosen seed.
Did you say that 4 people would move on? Did you say that 2 people would move on?
I said 4 people would move on.
Darn it. Did you say which 4 people would move on?
4 people
I don't
at the arbitrary decision of Six and FS Joe on Discord.
Yeah, I want Rufon for the memes, Mango,
it says the 4 fastest people from round 1 will progress.
Okay.
Measured by their mine chunk time? Or by their...
It doesn't specify how we're measuring fastest, no.
Okay. Imagine we just take the people highest on, like, set seed glitchless leaderboard.
No.
Okay, everyone. Now that you have all mined your chunks, please line up for the 100-meter dash. World record is 9:58 by Usain Bolt. Good luck.
Yeah, but Usain Bolt has not mined a chunk, so he's not eligible
Oh yeah.
to move on.
Darn, what an idiot. All right. Are Penguin and Rufon fresh?
What do you mean by fresh?
I don't know what you mean by that.
Are they new? I know we
Yeah,
just
yeah.
threw out some people
Yeah,
who are boring.
yeah, those are some. Actually, I don't think Penguin is new. Rufon is new. Should we get?
Okay, can we
who
throw
hasn't
away?
been on one?
Penguin doesn't seem to have a substantial chunk mined. Like Comrade Luigi and Mango, they are mining chunks.
Yeah.
Rufon is mining a chunk. Well,
Let's look
it's
at
debatable if
100
this is
PS.
mine.
Penguin is mining dirt.
This was Matthew's idea.
That is true.
Unchecked
Penguin
one.
does have a.
I love it when my Discord dies whenever I load up a new stream. That's pretty epic.
It is very epic.
This song is so obnoxious. I love it. They're dancing. I don't see the issue.
I see the issue.
Mine chunk is a form of dance.
Like ballerinas.
But is it contemporary? I would argue it's not contemporary. It actually is temporary dance.
Well, the other thing it's making me feel is contempt. Zero, did you see my latest video?
If you haven't released any videos since the last one I watched, then yes.
What was the last one you watched?
It had some coordinates of some divine diamonding.
Finding Diamond?
Divine diamonding.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's pretty
right?
great, yeah.
You broke the
To
entire
be honest,
Minecraft
I feel
meta.
like. Well, no one has watched it yet, so you're still the Minecraft meta is still safe. Whenever someone like Ant Venom copy pastes the video, that's when the Minecraft meta is in jeopardy.
Oh, but it's already the Minecraft meta in at least Poland, Russia, and some Spanish-speaking countries.
Oh, beautiful!
Because you know, about 3/4 of my comment sections are those languages, and there are videos in those languages, all with over 1 million views.
Of course.
Like, so.
You might want to learn Polish or Russian.
Yeah.
There's the
What if
bedrock.
the
Rufon has found the bedrock.
Rufon just. Yeah, I think that whether or not Rufon should be allowed should be the decision of the 5th place runner or whatever. But.
Not counting
like,
her, I assume.
The 5th place runner who would be 4th place if Rufon was gone.
Yeah, exactly.
So they have an interest in saying that it's not valid.
Yeah, but Rufon is Rufon on world record pace for Mine Chunk?
Probably. I mean, she's gonna finish in a couple minutes.
Yeah, Rufon might be on just world record Mine Chunk pace. Although, did Comrade Luigi just expose Bedrock, or am I insane? I'm insane.
I don't see Bedrock.
How are the other 3 doing? Is there anyone who's in more mining chunking than this?
I don't think so. I think these might be our 4 in the lead. I'm not sure.
Is that Rufon with only 40 minutes? Is Rufon going to get a sub-hour mine chunk?
I think she is. I think it's gonna be sub 45. I think. Almost sub 40, but not quite. If she had dealt with the water better, this could be sub 40.
Well, is it really a chunk?
I have to check if it's a line.
It's illegal. It's legal. So someone asked what versions are allowed, and I said all of them.
Really?
Yes.
I feel like there should be certain snapshot versions that might be better.
Yeah. No. There's that one where you can right-click blocks with a bucket and they get deleted.
Are you sure there's no snapshots with bad world generation?
I'm not sure at all, no. I think that there probably are. I seem to recall there being a snapshot which generated with the default super flag, actually.
I feel like that would be a probably ideal.
Did Rufon just...
Congrats, stop your timer.
Well.
Stop the timer.
She's got to check. Make sure there are no blocks left in the chunk. Someone... I think you'd be very...
Congratulations to Rufon for finishing first with a time of 40:54. Oh, are those in the chunk?
Tell
No.
Tell Rufon... explain to the runners that also she cheated, so the 5th place runner will decide. The 5th place runner will decide if her run was actually legitimate. Like,
is there not a debug mode world snapshot? I'm just surprised people didn't spend time researching versions of Minecraft.
Did we require normal generation? Could you have just done
And
super
the
flat?
chunk is no longer mined at this point, I don't think.
That's fine.
Oh no, the sponge just kept it mined. I was concerned for a moment.
$100 PXX. How are the other runners doing? Is there anyone who's not on screen currently well, we can put someone in place of Rufon, right?
We don't need to look at Rufon. Let's see how Denry's doing. I don't think we looked at Denry in a bit.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the infinity snapshot probably you could do you can go to the nothing world in the infinity snapshot.
Won't that take a bit of effort to make it to there, as opposed to a super flat snapshot, which would be ideal?
Yeah, but
Hello, Rufon. Congratulations on coming in first.
Yeah, I know, right? World record, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. You smashed the
It's
world
all
record.
good, so yeah, I'm gonna cut my stream now. This was very fun. Pretty easy. It took a bit of time. You can definitely optimize that a lot better. Thanks for the tip to use a sponge. I had the stream up the whole time. I don't know, does that disqualify me?
Yeah, you cheated. Sorry.
Oh, fuck. But yeah, I actually don't even know that technically counts because I didn't mine an actual chunk because I didn't feel like dealing with the world border.
That's officially not required.
Oh my god, it's officially required.
No. That's
You're
not.
outvoted, April.
It should very much be officially required. I would be disappointed if it didn't have to be aligned to a chunk.
All the other runners aligned
It should
theirs
be
to a
unofficially required.
It's
even call it
unofficial.
chunks. Like
It should be required by convention.
how's the generation work in this? Like I don't know.
No, I mean, Rufon, you could have simply mined out a 31 by 31. You'd probably still win if you did that.
Yeah, but I have somewhere to go in like 13 minutes, so there's my counter argument.
Get mining.
What is Denry doing?
Getting
Removing some leaves from their chunk.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess that is part of the chunk. Imagine chunk. I'm just so good.
You're the
I mean,
best.
You said any version of Minecraft, so that's all I have to say.
Yeah, you should have done the
Seth Bling's Minecraft 2.0.
Twitch chat has come up.
You know what you do? No, you get you know how you have custom world generation in the game. You set it so that you get like the skyond. So there's basically like barely any blocks in a chunk.
Well, yeah, but if you want to just go with like official version and still keep the default generation, the April Fool's snapshot, you can go to the nothing dimension, and then the
True.
chunks will be mined.
There's no chunks. Yeah. Well, it's called mine chunk. If you don't mine anything, is it really mining a chunk?
Yeah, like, there's a reason the end is banned.
You can place a block and then mine it. Like you can just bridge out with
that.
leaves and
You
stuff.
can do that in the end
like
too.
a lot of people play in the end, a lot of people play creative. That would be true for power. That's all I'm saying.
There's a reason the end
I
is
played
banned.
an official release of Minecraft, so I mean, yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Like, does it count as the overworld if there's no nether?
I don't think it is in a dimension. You could argue that there is no dimension associated with that run, and it does need to be in the overworld.
Anyways, I must go. Have fun with the mining of the chunk.
Goodbye. Congratulations again.
Thank you. I'm just built different.
I got 2 comments on my video in short succession. One of them says, "Just got banned on a server for this, Lamau." And then the second one says, "Just banned some kid on my server." And then he sent me this link.
Well, those are some good successive comments.
Yeah, I really hope they are talking about the same,
The same incident.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, it's a gold pick. Oh, look at 100 PXX. Fantastic. How are the runners not on screen? So Rufon has already finished.
Rufon is finished. So we have
Denry is early.
Denry's getting diamonds.
Yeah, but Denry's still. If you look at Denry's timer,
they're only like 10 minutes into this run.
Yeah, so this is potentially very good for Denry.
I mean, they're not doing trading strats is the issue.
Yeah, you're kind of dead.
Well, the thing is, I don't think there were 4 people who did trading strats. Denry doesn't need to beat Mango or Comrade Luigi. Denry just needs to come in the top 4. Let's see. Let's take a look at Goomba. I also think we haven't seen Penguin in a while.
Yeah. Luigi and Mango out of here. Goomba has a mushroom.
A mushroom?
I think Goomba is in trouble.
Yeah, Goomba doesn't look like they're doing too hot.
Alright, I am currently watching a video of some birds.
Why?
There is a seal in the video with the birds.
Okay.
The seal is being fed fish. The seal is getting in the boat. The seal is taking the fish.
100
out of their
PXX
fish
is offline.
Incredible.
They didn't finish, surely. Did they just stop?
They probably just stream crashed.
Perhaps.
They're probably splicing. Probably splicing their run right now.
Goomba is also saying that they are forfeiting.
Alright.
Are we gonna need a third and fourth runner? Well, not a third and fourth, but you know what I mean.
Well, we still have Comrade, and we still have Denry and Penguin.
Right.
On 100 PXX is restarting their internet.
I can't believe I still own the Admiral_Stapler Minecraft account.
Yeah. Whoops.
How did that happen? Would you like it?
I would prefer the Matthew_Bolan Minecraft account, or just Matthew Bolan. Does anyone have that? I'm almost scared to ask that because someone probably has that.
I'll go buy it real quick.
I'm like okay with the weird cult thing like 99% of the time, but like
Sometimes it gets in the way.
yeah. All right, no one owns the Matthew Bolan account.
Okay, let's take a look at Comrade Luigi while 100 PXX fixes their internet.
Down here with the dirt. Is it just me, or is Denry not mining a chunk?
I think I said you get a 3-minute penalty for not mining a chunk or something.
Oh, is that what you said?
I think I said something like that. I don't actually remember. I also don't think it'll make a difference.
Okay. But Mango and Comrade Luigi, these two. Story of the night. Look at them mine. Look at them go. They turn left. Watch them dig. 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 Oh, dig, little one. Dig. 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 And look, it's got a flint.
Mining the bottom first so you can see diamonds if there are any there. That's a good idea.
Yeah, but there's only one diamond ore per chunk. And like, you should just also just do my trick.
That's true.
Cough, cough. Subscribe to Matthew Bolan. The real RSG meta, okay, hear me out. You do my trick. You get yourself iron, gold, and diamonds. And you enter nether in another cave, sub 4. And then you do classic strats in Fortress first. And you just mine 10 obsidian from your portal.
Is that fast?
It's pretty fast. Because bastions are slow, right?
That's a good
Like,
point. That's a good point. It cuts out the entire time spent in the bastion.
Yeah, and the entire time spent going to it, and also it works on more seeds.
Yeah, but it requires better Piglin RNG.
Yeah, that is true.
But still, I mean, I know someone who has a strategy to help mitigate that.
Dream?
Yes.
Did I get it right?
You got it right.
Oh my god, it was a dream joke. Because he cheated.
Oh, whoa. Zero. What is
Ooh.
your opinion on the dream cheating controversy?
Hello. What do you mean? Do I have an opinion on it?
Yeah, do you have an opinion
Yeah.
on it?
It makes sense that his run isn't on the leaderboard, and I expect higher scrutiny from runs from him in the future. And he doesn't deserve to be canceled or deleted from the internet. That's pretty much it.
No, stop having a reasonable take.
No, reasonable takes suck. No.
Okay, I will revise it to be unreasonable. Give me one moment.
Dream did not cheat, but he should also be canceled from the internet for
Dream
cheating.
should not be allowed to post any content on the internet other than speedrunning videos from now on. He should be required to post dev updates for the speedrunning client, and personally work on the code to make it happen, while also maintaining that they don't know how to mod. I need all of these things must be done, or their YouTube account should be suspended. That is my unreasonable.
100pxx is back.
They also need to code the mod in C.
In the C programming language, or alternatively, the new young language Zig, which is looking like a fun competitor to C. Either of those programming languages are accepted. You are interested in programming languages.
Okay.
Wait, is that Penguin 1209 with an enchanted diamond pickaxe?
That is
Yeah, where did
Penguin 1209.
They also have an enchanting table in their
Ah,
inventory.
so they didn't trade for it, but they are enchanting. That might be the edge that Penguin needs to make it into the top 4.
Yeah. Oh my god. Did we make sure that Rufon's was actually 16 by 16?
No.
We can inspect the footage later.
She wouldn't lie to us.
Yes, she would.
Shut up.
Taking it to a logical extreme, I would love to see someone submit a 2x2, but with their FOV set to the point where it looks like 16 by 16. I would be happy to see that occur.
How about a mine chunk run where just like I assert that I can tell from the world generation features that I mined a chunk, but I never press F3 plus G.
That would be better if you did it, just because right now, if I were to go to someone to try and verify or deny those claims, you would be the one I would go to.
I'm like, yeah, this guy's
You
telling
in
the truth.
particular, being the expert, would be in a unique opportunity to cause maximum trouble by denying the proof.
I think that if I were to try and cheat a run on the leaderboards, there is a good chance that I would get caught. Nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Are there others
Really?
that are interested in that sort of thing
Really?
as well?
I think that I mean I know that I can cheat in like I don't know. I mean okay. I think that there's a chance that I would catch me.
That's what I mean.
I was like, oh, it's Matthew Bolan. I live in his head. I know what's going on up there. I'm gonna pay extra close attention. I think that there's a non-zero chance that I would catch myself.
You mean like post evidence that proves that it was obvious?
Yeah, like serious, like actually, like here's a mistake that you made in cheating. But like in theory, I think I know how to do it. You know, I think in theory everyone thinks they know how to do it.
Yeah.
How
You just DM Dream and ask him for the same jar download.
Yeah, you see, but that wouldn't work. No, I mean, like, if you want to treat, like... Oh, I shouldn't say that. Never mind.
We are no longer giving tutorials for cheating. If you signed up, if you were here just for the cheating tutorial, you can leave the stream now.
Minor row of 256 sand. You have the mine.
I think
you have
just
the chunk
create
is the
a
chunk
row
is a
of
mine.
256 sand would be a good run.
Yeah, but you see, the chunk is mined while the sand is falling.
Yes, mine a chunk does not at all require entities to leave the. Oh, that's an interesting edge case. If there are shulkers in your chunk that are technically entities but do have a collision box, is your chunk mine?
Shulkers are fine. Is my take. They're not blocks.
What if there are enough shulkers to fill up the entire chunk?
That's still fine.
As long as there's no blocks.
Well,
What if it's
no,
hard to
you
tell
know-
from the
wait,
video
hold-
that
hold.
there are no blocks? And the runner is asserting that there are no blocks.
Okay, here's
I mean,
my take. Here's my take. The Ender Dragon mines blocks.
Yeah, it's really hard to get the Ender Dragon to the overworld. There's not many versions where that's doable. But there are versions where that's doable, I think.
I mean, you can do it with a command, but commands are too loud.
Yeah, we could Gendrick, I remember a long time ago, was trying to get it to work, and I think it's worked on some snapshots.
Wasn't there a person who caused like a fake rules crisis by using like a previous world?
Sandkarn.
That wasn't a
Shout
rules
out to
crisis.
Sandkarn.
That was
Could
them,
we
like-
use that strategy to summon Ender Dragons?
I always subscribed to Sandkarn, like, for other reasons, and, like, I didn't know that he was such a meme in the speedrunning community. Like, I saw a speedrun and I thought, like, wow, neat.
Shout out to Sandkarn. I knew I was subscribed to them, but I just forgot.
Okay.
Because
We should have had a
yeah.
speedrunning council in Japan.
Okay,
It would have made everything a lot simpler.
Hold on. I can drop some incredible knowledge, because I think 100 PXX was just trying to make an infinite water source. I can drop something, okay? I have discovered a way in in certain dig down routes in RSG, right? You're digging down and you're always placing doors inside you, but you're digging down under a river, so you're bringing down a waterfall with you, right? Does that
I
make
wasn't.
sense?
They just typed in chat that they were not trying to make an infinite water source.
Oh, darn it.
Please,
I'd still like to
please
hear your
continue.
story.
Yeah, please continue.
Okay. I'll still drop the knowledge. Okay. Sometimes you need to get a water source, so you need to swim back up that waterfall that you've created for yourself, and then you need to get a water source, and then you need to swim back down, and that costs time. But if in your if in your cave you encounter a skeleton, you can kill that skeleton for bones. Okay? And then what you can do is you can bone meal the bottom of the you can bone meal the bottom of the waterfall for seagrass. And then you take the seagrass and then you take the water source.
Yeah.
This is also fantastic because it means that you can give people a single water bucket on Skyblock, and they can get infinite water.
I feel like a water bucket is almost too much. I would want to give them either a piece of ice or a placed water source somewhere in the world.
No. The interesting thing with Skyblock is you give them you don't give them anything, and they have to kill zombies for irons, craft a cauldron, leave the cauldron out, let it rain, and then take the water from there.
Wasn't there a thing where you guys proposed a Skyblock run where there were no blocks to start, and you started with literally nothing, like falling into the void and dying repeatedly?
Yes. I believe on version 1.8.4, it is possible to beat the game with only a crafting table and a piece of grass.
And an
Like
end,
grass block or grass,
and
like
an end
grass?
portal frame somewhere, right?
Yeah, grass block. And yeah, you need an end portal frame with no eyes.
Somewhere in the world.
Okay, and Zero, I actually think you'll appreciate this, okay?
Mhm.
So, early 1.8 versions, you can maybe go a little bit older too. But yeah, you get yourself a crafting table and a piece of grass. You're allowed to use whatever glitches you like. How do you proceed?
Okay, so first of all, I'm not familiar with duping, but I assume you can just dupe those two items.
Yeah.
Well, if you break
it's a
the grass,
block.
if you break the grass, you lose
The grass block, yeah, the grass block is placed in the world. This is a world where,
And there's just a single grass block.
although there is a trick that would let you get a dirt block out of that grass while preserving the grass in that version, so you can get a dirt block that way. I think. But yeah, you could also just dupe up the crafting table, so that gets you a platform. So okay, you dupe up the crafting table, get yourself a platform. Now what?
Well, you obviously want to get mob drops.
Yep.
And dupe up some iron from zombies.
Yep.
Sticks from witches.
Sticks from witches, that is very true. And glowstone blocks from witches. My favorite item.
Yeah, you can also get
You build a giant smiley face out of glowstone blocks, and then you give up.
Okay. Well, no.
That's pretty much where I'm at.
This challenge has like a few mechanics which you need to guess to get it right.
I don't want to assert that a mechanic may exist if it doesn't, because then I'm gonna look like an idiot.
Oh no, do assert it. No one's ever gonna watch this. It's fine.
There are 11 people watching it right now.
Wasn't okay.
That's Zero.
So you gotta get you can get mobs to spawn, right? On the grass block. So that is helpful. I think that's an integral part of the technique, if I remember correctly.
Oh, don't
like
give spoilers.
family mob or friendly mobs?
Yeah, I won't spoil it.
Yeah.
I won't say any more than that.
You can get wool blocks from sheep.
You can. But we could already dupe up. We could already dupe up whatever we want.
We could dupe up string.
Yeah.
That is a good point. Did 1.8 have cauldrons? And the rain cauldron mechanic?
I don't think it did. I think that was a 1.9 thing. I would.
Is this 1.8 beta or 1.8?
1.8 release.
You can't beat the game in 1.8
Because I do
beta,
know that
period.
cauldrons were added in 1.9 beta, even though there was no 1.9 beta.
Yeah, but like the taking water out of the, I don't know when them filling up from rain was a thing.
I think it was post
that-
1.8.
Anyway, but try and work backwards, Zero. Eventually you're gonna have to obtain an Ender Eye. So how do you want to do that?
Well, presumably you would have needed to either enter the Nether or village trading, if that existed on that version.
You can trade for Ender Eyes in 1.8.
Okay, so that would be my ideal route. But to get a village, you need doors, and to get doors, I believe you need wood, like planks.
Yeah, but those villages don't even naturally spawn villagers in that version. Like, you're not gonna manifest a villager.
Wait, can you do that in modern versions?
Yeah, you can create villagers.
Are you presuming
That-
all of the
that's why,
chunks are loaded already in the world file?
It's not like Skyblock where
Or
you
is
just
there
bridge
some
out far enough
magic
to get...
where you can...
You can't just bridge out far enough to get natural generation, I don't
No,
think.
no, no. I'm talking about like placing blocks in a...
Yeah,
I'm not sure exactly how...
Dungeon pushing. Yeah,
What?
no dungeon pushing population exploits required for this. So you're not gonna be able to push in stone to get a lava lake to spawn, or to get ores to spawn. Although that's part of the all advancements route.
Of course.
In the all achievements route, pushes stone into unloaded chunks in the end, and then populates them to get the diamonds. That's how you get the diamonds achievement in the all achievements. Gio and I spoke for a long time, and we think we got all achievements down to 5 blocks, which is like a grass.
You mean like 5 starting blocks?
Yeah. It's an interesting thought experiment.
I'm still not sure how you would get saplings or trees. Or do you even need them?
You do not.
You need obsidian though to get to it at the end. The Nether, I mean.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you right now that I have never thought of a way to get obsidian. I think now there is in modern versions, but not in this version. You're not gonna go to the Nether.
So you need to obtain either blaze powder in some other way, or the Eyes of Ender directly.
Yeah. Just try and get a villager. Even the challenge is not that spoiled if I tell you get a priest villager.
And you don't get a villager by making a village.
Yeah, I mean, making a village doesn't manifest a villager, right?
Oh,
You don't
Cauldron's filling with water was in 1.3.1 apparently.
It was taking the water out of the cauldron that was the problem. That was added much later.
Was it?
Yes, you could fill up a cauldron with water, but it was useless unless you were trying to, get rid of colors and let it die.
Or fill bottles, I think.
Or fill bottles, or not be on fire.
So, okay. I think you're gonna like this. Okay? But it is possible for a survival player to beat this world. Okay? Now, I'm going to call very special attention to the article A in that sentence. There is a player who is able to complete this world.
Is it a very specific player?
It is an extraordinarily specific player.
Is it
It
not?
is not.
Okay. Oh, I see where we're going with this. Oh no.
I would like to rain on everybody's parade. Notch stopped dropping apples in 1.3.1.
Okay. That's sad. The code is actually still there in the 1.8 versions, in the early 1.8 versions, but it's hard to tell if it's used or not.
The Minecraft Wiki claims it stopped happening in 12W18A.
12W18A? What version is that?
That's 1.3.1.
1.3.1? Okay. This probably still works in 1.3.1.
You're not gonna You're not gonna get witches in 1.3.
There's ways around that. There's ways around that.
How the hell are you gonna get a weakness potion? I don't think anyone has said how we're gonna get the gold though.
Yeah, no one's figured out the gold yet though. The gold is still
obviously the drowns.
Nope.
Obviously the drowns in 1.8. You just temporarily update your world to 1.13, kill a bunch of drowns, and then downgrade your world.
It seems
Zombie pigment from lightning strikes. Bingo. That's the other one. Yeah. You get pigs to spawn, let lightning strike them. That's how you get your gold. It's pretty great.
Okay, but how do you cure a zombie villager without a witch?
Was April saying something?
Yes, I was saying, how do you kill a zombie villager? How do you?
Comrade Luigi has a snowstorm.
Oh, do snow layers count as preventing it from being a chunk?
They do.
They do.
Do torches also count as making it not a chunk?
Yes. But if the snow stops before they reach the bottom, their Y looks like it's 24 or something.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Do you have to break all of the blocks? Like, even under the bedrock?
You need to
Mixed
you need to
in?
break up to the highest level that Bedrock is on.
But can you intentionally place torches under that level
Yes, that's fine.
to melt the snow?
That's fine.
That's probably what's going to happen then, right?
Mmm. Anyways, how do you cure a zombie villager without having a witch?
Okay. So in 1.3, okay. The only way to get witches in that version is you would need
There
a
are
witch
there
hut
are
shooter.
no witches. Weren't witches added in 1.4?
Oh no, that would be particularly tragic.
I'm pretty sure witches were added in 1.4.
Before my time, so maybe. Yep, 142. Feels bad, man.
I don't think
Anyway, it's
villagers
fine.
traded in 1.3, did they?
It's fine though. We can still the code for Notch to drop an apple is still in the 1.8 code base. We simply need to figure out how to trigger it.
Mmm. Have you
Well,
checked? Have you
code
checked?
execution.
Like, have you actually checked if the wiki is like correct that it doesn't work anymore?
Well, the weird thing about it is that like I think like the code to drop the apple is it's like it's very hard to check, right? Because I'm not Notch. I could hack it in.
I mean, you just hack your name and say Notch.
Yeah, I can do that. But also, I don't want to find out. You know,
Hmm.
I find it.
Don't want to ruin the dream.
Yeah. But no, the code is still there. There's like, it's just like, there's two methods that might get called, and from it might always call the other one. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Right.
Witches can spawn outside of huts in 1.8. And yeah, you need it to give you weakness and hit the villager. That would be the standard trick. Otherwise you would have to have a rod somehow.
So what's the all advance or all achievements route?
Well, let's pull up the all achievements. Because like the big thing with all achievements is that we discussed how we wanted to set up the world, and we wanted to set it up so that the population still runs, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
We said so like you have to have a sapling as your wood source. Then that gets you through a lot of spots. I forget if we needed cobblestone. We needed an ice block for some reason. We needed a sugar cane for some reason. And we needed a sand for some reason to smelt into bottles, I think. And I think that's what we had. So let's see. So basically infinite wood. Did I say that we had cobble? Did we ever figure out a way to get cobble? Let me think. If you were doing population exploits, you could get cobble.
Don't you need like a
by
piston?
somehow?
Don't you need a piston or something to do dungeon?
Nah, that's only if you're weak. No, you can do chunk save state. That works just as well.
Ow.
If your game is incredibly laggy and you do it within the 2-second autosave window.
How do you get books?
Well,
no, I don't think that works.
Or do you just use a different method to fill it up with data?
Yeah, you just I mean you just need a megabyte of data. It's not like you need that much. And
I mean, a megabyte is a
Books
pretty
are-
significant amount of data.
It's a
And
lot
you-
of mobs.
You have books though. You have squid.
How do you get books? Other okay.
You have squid.
I'm
You have
convinced
cows.
get
You have a
books.
sugar cane.
Yeah. Okay. I'm convinced you get books. Okay.
So you can do a save state. And when you can do save states, you usually can do population exploits, but it might be a little bit trickier. You could, if you had a pearl, you could throw 2 pearls and have one hit the other,
You can get.
and that would
pearls.
be how you get out there. Yeah, but the question is, you still need to get like close to the chunk boundary,
Mm.
and like the problem is that the problem is that we can't get blocks out there anyway, right?
Why can't you?
Maybe there's because doing so would load the chunks, which
Oh,
we're trying to
okay,
not
okay.
load until we get a save
I see.
state in them. You could maybe do something with like a lava cast. You could maybe like iterate lava casts and get stuff out there.
Well, how do you get lava?
How do we get lava? That's a good question, because like the way to get lava would be to dungeon push a lava lake. That's a possible thing to do. But that's a hard thing already.
Mhm.
So, but okay, you could get water. You could you freeze the water? Could you have a Frostwalker? No, Frostwalker was 1.9. Although we could move around our versions as is. You know, I think it counts pretty well in any version. So maybe that's a good way to do remote building, is a Frostwalker armor stand, which we can get, and then wait, can we get the Frostwalker enchant, right? Because that's not every.
It's a treasure enchant, if I recall.
Yeah,
Can you
so
fish
it's
it?
Maybe you can fish it. Can we fish? I think we can fish.
You can fish.
Fishing is overpowered.
Fishing is easy. You just need like a sapling and blocks and water.
Yeah. Well, I'd love to do without the water. I
In
really love.
fact, you
Why
don't-
do you need
don't
sapling for fishing?
You don't need sapling. You just need blocks and water.
You just need
Kill a
fish,
couple
yeah.
witches.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That reminds me. There is sort of this trick where you have that you can turn boats into wood. We could give the player a boat instead of a wood source. Because it's funnier.
That's not a block.
Yeah, cut off a block. And I also have all of these zombies holding one of every type of block in the game. Blocks minimized, baby. 100 PXX has died. Can we get Comrade Luigi back on screen? Throw away the penguin.
Penguin. Okay.
Yeah.
Mango's at 21 blocks.
At Y21?
Mm-hmm. I think
And
it's,
Luigi is at 23? Does that say?
it looks like 23 to me.
Man.
They are going.
Okay, so let's keep. So dungeon pushing is super cheaty, but it's really tempting to allow it because of all this stuff with getting ores and such.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, what if you built this?
And to think Rufan has lapped them already.
Incredible. I mean, she really could have dug the 31 by 31 and still placed first. Like, it would have just been far less controversial.
It's that's not a controversial part about her run.
What? Okay. But yeah, Gio and I worked out a lot of the achievements, a lot of the advancements. But like I'm forgetting, we used some nasty tricks. Like But yeah, I don't know if there's any depopulation glitch. There is one, but it's creative only. So depopulation can happen, but I'm not sure. Like, can we just assume that like regular overworld population happens, but the generation of like the world of the terrain itself has been just hacked to only dump air? Is that the natural assumption here?
I think it's a fair assumption.
Yeah. The problem is like that would do things like drop villages in the like floating above the void.
I think, to be honest, the natural assumption is like it would be equivalent to a normal Minecraft world which just had all the chunks loaded and replaced with air.
Yeah, except the problem is that if you load and then replace things with air, that hurts. Because no fun population exploits.
I mean,
if you
I think
end...
defining the challenge such that you can do population exploits is fine, but I don't think it's necessarily the most natural definition.
Yeah, but I'm looking for the most natural definition, which would then allow the population exploits.
Okay, that's fair.
Which I think that's the most natural thing to see. Anyway, but the main reason is that I don't want to have to go through anything else for diamonds, and diamonds are a weirdly difficult thing to get at your hands on.
Actually, they're pretty easy. My good friend Matthew Bolan found a trick the other day, where you gotta dig under the clay, and you get diamonds.
That's pretty great.
Yeah.
Look at Mango go.
What's the server code? Good question.
So I think Mango is going to finish second, and Luigi is going to finish third.
I agree.
So the question is, who's going to place fourth? How many runners do we still have left active?
With these 4 and also Penguin.
Someone forfeit, and Rufon won.
We have these 4 and also Penguin. PXX.
I think 100 PXX. No!
What?
100 PXX.
they've died a few times.
PXX died.
They've died a few times, it seems.
Yeah, but not only that, but their hole's the wrong depth for the boat trick.
Well, can't you just get out of the boat?
Yeah, you can.
Well, they're dropping it to the bottom, and that's a strategy.
It worked. Kind of. Oh my gosh,
no.
I'm getting only a few frames of this story at a time. But they are telling a tale.
Is this scam? Is this full right? No, it's nighttime. It's the surface at nighttime. That always looks really.
Someone
bright.
has commented on my video. Someone has commented on my video. I hope both sides of your pillow are cold tonight.
When did Antivirus Sans join the server? What?
What is Antivirus Sans?
Is this an Undertale AU?
PXX has died again. Do they not know that you can hop out of the boat?
You can't. That's not legal.
It's banned.
What Discord server?
Well,
oh, do you want the link to the Mind Chunk Discord? Discord? Is that what you're asking? I don't think Antivirus Sans is in this Discord, unfortunately. Cubex is typing. Cubex is typing in general.
Maybe she finished her run.
Maybe. Antivirus Sans just showed up. Exciting. Cubex claimed that they searched for 150 seeds in the hour and did not find a single unbreaking trade.
That's astonishing. I don't think I can even go through 150 load times in an hour.
Did they start streaming an hour in? Twitch.tv has Scoob ads.
Alright.
I am confused.
100 PXX is enchanting some Efficiency 1 books.
Oh?
That's a lot of iron. That's an anvil.
Hmm.
Oh, baby. How are our two off-screen competitors doing?
2?
1. Who are we currently ignoring?
Penguin. Hello, Penguin.
How is Penguin doing?
Penguin is... they're mining. They have an enchanting table.
Oh. Yeah, look at Penguin go. This is good. That's a fat ravine.
I mean, a lot of it seems to be the stuff they mined out themselves.
This is actually exciting, but in like the same way a baseball game is exciting.
I think I'm gonna go get a snack. I've been here for 2 hours and I need a short break. Tell me if anyone finishes while I'm gone. I'm not actually gonna be gone long enough that that's plausible, but just shut up. Joinks was apparently going. When I checked their Twitch stream, they weren't streaming, but they're saying that they were going in the Discord. So, exciting.
No, bow wow, yeah.
I think about the curve. It's doing something stupid. Surely someone has studied. Surely someone has studied this problem. I don't want it over finite fields, you stupid cryptographers.
I have returned. Where is Zero gone? Zero hasn't said anything in a while.
What?
Hi, Zero.
Hi. Was I mentioned?
I said you hadn't said anything in a while.
Oh, am I supposed to be paying attention?
This is the commentary channel.
Oh, fair enough. Hi, people who are interested in commentary. I was totally paying attention. When they ask you to review the commentators, please give me good marks. Thank you.
Zero, why are cryptographers ruining my mathematics? Jesus Christ.
What do you mean by that? They already did it, or they're actively working against you?
Neither. I'm trying to Google some facts about elliptic curves, but all these idiots are using it for cryptography.
Ah.
So all my results are garbage.
Why are they
Thank
garbage?
you.
We
Because
should
they're
find
all
a
about...
search engine designed specifically for people who are not cryptographers. We should make that. The demand seems so high.
Yeah.
It'd be applicable to a large portion of the population.
That is true. Google, but no results from cryptographers. It rolls right off the tongue.
I call it insecuregoogle.com. Encrypted with HTTP instead of HTTPS.
So what about cryptographers are you trying to look up?
Well,
no, we don't want the cryptographers.
I mean about elliptic curves. Yep. Sorry.
I need an elliptic curve which has a very easy discrete logarithm problem. So I need an elliptic curve over some number system which has a very easy logarithm, if that makes sense. Like I have to be able to say I don't know. Do you guys know what an elliptic curve is? Like, do you know, like, have I explained the addition law to you?
It's like an ellipse, but a curve.
Okay.
I don't really understand it.
I don't either. It's something to do with lattice points. At least all the cryptographers like that.
No, that's something else.
Never mind. I didn't say anything.
They can be used to solve very large
I thought people
equations.
liked integer solutions to elliptic curves. And by integer solutions, I mean lattice points, because that is the funny way to say integer solutions.
Okay. Look.
the point of elliptic curves are just equations of a certain form is all that matters. And then the cool thing about elliptic curves is that any line through an elliptic curve intersects it in 3 points because they're essentially cubic curves, right? And lines, at least in an appropriate sense, lines always meet cubic curves in 3 points. It's just sometimes you need to add like complex numbers as your coordinates and count like tangent points as 2 intersections, right?
Yeah.
But lines always intersect
Right.
cubic curves in 3 points. And and so the
Do
cool
you want to
thing
make a no results Google search engine?
No.
Like a competitor to Google, but the guarantees that it will never return results?
I love
can
that.
do that.
I do that all the time.
I feel like that would be very useful when you're trying to look up facts you know don't exist.
Anyway, elliptic curves. The cool thing about them is that if you have one solution to an elliptic curve, if you have 2 solutions to an elliptic curve, you can draw the line through them and get a third solution to the elliptic curve as well. And so, if you're looking for, say, rational solutions to an elliptic curve, you can do that with 2 rational solutions, and you can get a third rational solution, right?
Right.
So that's a way to sort of get an addition law of solutions to these elliptic curves.
Kind of, but it's not really addition.
It's addition in the elliptic curve group, right? So we tend to call it addition because it's also commutative like addition. And
it's more like XOR, but yeah. Because with any 2, you're gonna get the third.
Oh, I didn't quite finish the technical side of the explanation.
Okay, please technically explain it to me.
You also add another point that you designate as special. And very often for this, people take what's known as the point at infinity. Okay?
Okay. I'm comfortable with the point at infinity.
And what you do is you draw the line between 2 points, you get a third point, and then you take that third point and you draw the line between that third point and the point at infinity, and you get another point that way. And that's your new point. And that's the result of the addition. And that's really great because if you do that, then all of a sudden you also get the associative property, and you get you get an identity element, which is the point at infinity.
Of course.
Because, if you...
Is the point at infinity a solution to all elliptic curves?
It's a solution to elliptic curves in a special form. The how to make a point at infinity formal is a little... Actually, it's not that bad to describe. You just because elliptic curves are polynomials in 2 variables, right? So they're like usually they're written down as y squared is equal to a cubic function in x, right? And they have the benefit of being the first hard equation. Like, if you're looking for rational solutions of things simpler than that, we know how to do it. Elliptic curves, they're the first hard one. And that's why math people are interested in them. They're sort of like on the border of like, wow, that's too hard, and wow, that we've solved that in the 1700s. Elliptic curves are like just right.
Very cool.
And anyway, so the way that you get a point at infinity is you introduce a third variable, and then you just multiply all of the terms in your original elliptic curve by a power of that third variable, just to make them all degree 3 terms, right? So if I had y squared equals x cubed plus x, this process...
You would just add... I see.
You would then say y squared times z is equal to x cubed plus x times z squared. And then your original elliptic curve corresponds to all the points evaluated at any non-zero value of z, right? Because it's just a scale. Because you can just scale x, y, and z by a constant and get another solution. Because all the terms are of degree 3. So if you scale all of them, right? That makes sense.
Right.
But then the way that the point at infinity shows up is the point at infinity shows up
when z is 0. I'm assuming.
Yeah, when z is 0, and then you can imagine.
Right. I can imagine. I'm very imaginative. I can imagine that being a solution to your equation.
Right. And so that's where you get the point at infinity, and then you would then solve for x and y at infinity, which is when z is equal to 0. Right.
That's very fun.
Yeah, and so it does turn out that like elliptic curves will have a point at infinity that you can use. And in the standard form of y squared is equal to something cubic, I think just it just amounts to being symmetric about the x-axis. So it's draw the line between 2 points, take the third intersection point, and then reflect it across the x-axis. Becomes what it looks like. But that point at infinity, it just needs to be a point on your elliptic curve. But that's just a really standard one that people choose.
Right.
And anyway, these
point at infinity is imagined like the opposite of the origin. That is, I'm trying to help here.
Yeah. That helps.
Thank you for listening. I totally help.
But it also has a direction though, right? So like the point at infinity is sometimes straight up. Sometimes it can be, in the standard form, it's always straight up, right? So it's like reflect across the x-axis. But sometimes it can, it's where all the parallel lines facing a certain direction meet. If that makes sense. So if you say, all the parallel lines with a slope of 5, they meet at one point at infinity. Anyway. Yeah, I hope that makes a little bit of sense.
My understanding was that point at infinity did not have a direction.
It does. Yeah, it's just that also elliptic curves are usually standardized so that the direction is like straight up. So it's standard.
Oh no, you blew up all your stuff.
Yeah, don't do that. That looked bad.
You might want to.
But anyway.
You've kind of created the equivalent of a tower strat, but unintentionally. By placing your bed up there.
Yeah, these are all basically spawning platforms. It's like a slime farm.
You might want to have sunlight everywhere.
Yeah, I'd start mining from the top down again. That's interesting though. Anyway, so let me explain the difference between what the cryptographer's like. So in this way, you get, if we're interested in rational solutions on the elliptic curve, it turns out that you're able to describe all the points in terms of finitely many points. Like you can just say like, okay, here's
it's like basis vectors, but not like basis vectors.
Yeah, no, that's well, it's not. There's no scaling.
There is scaling. You can scale by integer.
That just is a vector space.
It's a module. It's a module because our scalars don't have inverses. You can, if you look at the elliptic curve over the complex numbers, I do think you can make it into a vector space, but I'll need to think a little bit about that because then the elliptic curve group is isomorphic to some Lie algebra, and I think those can be made into like complex. No, they're not. No. What am I saying? Ignore me.
If the solution was a vector space, then it wouldn't be a hard problem, would it?
Yeah, no, it wouldn't. Anyway, But the point is that the rational points, in particular, rational points integer multiples, and that's the one we tend to care about, right?
Okay.
So I'm currently working on a problem where I am very interested in finding a very special elliptic curve. Because the problem has to do with a certain undecidability result, and I've sort of realized that I can do a certain level of programming using these points on elliptic curves as counters. But the problem is that the constraints of this undecidability problem would mean that I would need the discrete logarithm. I need to find an elliptic curve where I can even guess at the discrete logarithm is like currently one idea.
And what is the discrete logarithm?
So it's the reverse problem, right? So you have your generating set. Like everything on the elliptic curve is a sum of these points, right?
Right.
So the discrete, the logarithm problem is the reverse. Like here's a point on the elliptic curve. How many times do I need to add this first point to itself to get my new point? Right? That's the question. Okay.
It's like a factorization kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, it seriously just is like, here's an elliptic, here's a point P, here's a point Q. How many times do I need to add P to itself to get Q?
That doesn't sound like a logarithm. That sounds like a division.
It is. I mean, I'm saying addition because addition is
a binary operator.
Yeah, and because the elliptic law is commutative, and we tend to call commutative laws addition, but like
right.
Really, this is just the main thing is that this is a group law. It's neither addition or multiplication. It just tends to be called addition for historical reasons.
Right, I understand that much.
And so, in general,
okay, fair enough.
In general,
we still call it.
It's a logarithm. Yeah, it's a logarithm. And in fact, division is considered a logarithm in this. So like,
okay.
So like the Euclidean algorithm is often given as an example of an efficient logarithm. So if your group is good enough to have a Euclidean algorithm, that's great.
Huh.
Penguin is
You'd think that they would say that division is the special case. You would call it all division, and logarithm is a form of division. But
anyway,
I'm not one of these ancient mathematics.
It's wacky.
I mean, I still get why you'd use logarithm, I guess.
Anyway,
there's the bedrock right there.
Yeah, fantastic.
Penguin is doing better than I thought they were.
Yeah, Penguin is going ham. Anyway, so here's the thing, right? Is that in cryptography, a lot of the old methods with the idea of prime factorization is hard, are being phased out with the idea of the elliptic curve discrete logarithm is hard if the elliptic curve is over a finite field. Okay? So you get because the same idea works over like the integers mod big prime, right? So you take the integers mod big prime, and then you say, okay, here's my point, here's my public key, this point Q, right? Anyway, this whatever. But like
the point is, we hate the cryptographers. We're not going to explain their work for you.
Right. We hate the cryptographers because the cryptographers have flooded the literature with with stuff about elliptic curve discrete logarithms, but over finite fields. Okay, and that sucks because finite fields, the problem is hard, but I care about rational solutions. I care about the discrete logarithm for given two rational points. That's what I'm interested in, and I'm also interested in even over finite fields. There's these things called like there's some elliptic curves where suddenly the discrete logarithm problem is easy,
but the cryptographer people call those special cases that should be ignored.
Yeah,
they systematically work to ignore those problems.
Exactly,
which is not fun.
So I'm interested in a different field, and I'm interested in doing the opposite of the cryptographers, which is that I want something
that is.
You want to construct a field that is specifically an easy case, and the cryptographers are only interested in researching the difficult cases.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
they're evil people who don't want to do the research you want them to.
Yeah, precisely. But yeah. Anyway, but it's a silly project anyway. Like I'm never gonna make any progress with this problem, but I'm enjoying myself.
Mango finds bedrock too.
Maybe you could trick the cryptographers.
Yeah. No, but it's I think the question is really cool though. It's just like, I give you a multivariate polynomial. Is the question, does this polynomial have rational solutions decidable?
Ouch.
Yeah, isn't that nasty? And it turns out there's been some recent results in the area which have made it seem far more like, which have changed it from a is this decidable problem with like all the scariness that comes with that into a, hey, does a polynomial with this certain property exist?
Right, and that's why you want to find the polynomials with the properties.
Yeah, exactly. Because I would know if I could find one where the discrete logarithm could be computed with like the symbols that I currently am able to create, then I would be golden. But you know, and in fact, someone did find one that works, from what I can tell. Sort of. There is sort of this thing in the literature, but it's not over the rationals. It's over the integers, and then a certain set of infinite primes have their reciprocals added to the integers. If that makes sense. So like, okay, we got very close to deciding if it has rational solutions, but you're only allowed to have these denominators. Like your denominators, are allowed to have these primes dividing them. But for various reasons, anyway.
That's not rational because they don't have all of the primes.
Yeah. Yeah. But no, it's an entertaining thing. And yeah, there was recent progress, which is that someone showed that if you also add in exponentials, then it's undecidable.
With the undecidability problem is undecidable?
No, like the does this,
I can't decide whether or not this is decidable.
The question of hey, does this well, now it's not a polynomial anymore, but does this soup of polynomial and exponential,
this expression,
yeah, does it have a solution? And in fact, they didn't know that it the funny thing is that recent paper didn't they didn't have a way to do logical and when you add in exponents to the rationals. Or like over just the rationals with no exponents, you can treat it as a system of polynomials by just summing the squares of the polynomials, right? So you can say like, okay, p is 0 and q is 0 if p squared plus q squared is 0, right?
Right.
So that's a way to get logical and. But when you add in exponents, like you can suddenly get an imaginary number showing up. And it's like, oh no.
Right.
Can I not do absolute value? Oh, absolute value isn't allowed in the expressions, right?
Yeah, I mean, although you could do absolute.
Can you do logical OR?
Anyway, you can do logical OR. That's just p times q.
Can you make SAT problems? My favorite type of problems, SAT problems, however you pronounce it.
No, you can't.
From computer science? No? I want a bunch of problems with a bunch of OR clauses anded together.
Yeah, so, but no. Someone did figure out how to do and, though.
Mm-hmm.
The trick is insane, though. It's the polynomial x to the 5th plus x plus 1, or maybe it's minus x plus 1, I forget.
One of those polynomials has no solutions in radicals. You can't write down something which looks like, you know.
Well, yeah.
And so
I mean, there's no quintic formula.
No, precisely. So you use the fact there's no quintic formula, and then you take two of your exponential expressions, which can always be written out as expressions in radicals, and then you homogenize that polynomial. So that's the same process of adding in that extra variable. So x to the fifth plus x times y to the fourth plus y to the fifth is the new polynomial. Then you just evaluate that at your two polynomials that you want to AND together. So someone figured out that trick. And that is 0 if and only if both of them are 0. And so that's a really neat trick to get logical AND back in the exponential case. So now it is known for, but you know, I only know about that trick.
He's gonna win. This is an incredibly close run.
This is very close, but Penguin still has a slice, so I think Mango will be winning.
Well, we don't know who reset most recently.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, but Mango's time, it looks like 2:32.
Well, I think that's just the overall timer. Is the issue.
I don't think. Okay, that's a good point. And anyway,
why did antivirus sans send inventory pets 2.0.12.jar in general?
Oh, man. Looks like Mango is done. Impressive. Penguin will be done soon too. Comrade must be very close to being done as well. He's at Y7. Okay. Oh yeah, 0. I think you can get greater than or equal to, actually. So now we actually do have logical and logical or in like all the number systems that we'll be dealing with because of that magic trick with the 5th degree polynomial with no solutions in radicals. So we have logical and logical or, which is great because it means we can study systems of equations and like start doing programming. There's another cool one. Okay, greater than or equal to is really cool. A number is greater than or equal to 0 if and only if so a number y is greater than or equal to 0 if and only if y is equal to like x1 squared plus x2 squared plus x3 squared plus x4 squared. And that's it. You just, if it's the sum of 4 squares of rational numbers. It turns out that represents every single rational number, and it's only positive. It represents every positive rational number. So that's cool. That can get you greater than or equal to. And then that in turn, anyway. But yeah, the problem is that you really need some sort. You need to either show, well, something that would, the big things though is that there's a bunch of different number systems, which this is known to be unsolvable in any way. So if you can like get a polynomial that like only spits out integers, for example, you'd be solved. Well, like not only spits out integers, but like spits out some infinite set of integers, you'd be done. But that probably doesn't exist for a few reasons. Anyway. But yeah, but the cryptographers are ruining my fun. The recent breakthrough doesn't make much sense to me. Like I follow all the arguments, but it is true that 2 to the x is rational if and only if x is an integer, right? Like
I don't think that's true. Wait.
2 to the x rational if and only if x is an integer.
What if X is log base 2 of 3?
Oh, if X is rational as well. So X is rational, then X is an integer if and only if 2 to the X is rational.
That seems probably correct, but I am not entirely confident. Penguin finished? Penguin finished!
That sounds like it could be true.
Well, X to the 1 over n, 2 to the 1 over n is always irrational. If n is, like, bigger than 1.
Congratulations, the Penguin.
Incredible.
Is that 100 PXX finished too?
I see some water in there.
I do see some water in there.
I think. Yeah, I guess I'll deal with the water.
I assume the water wasn't there a moment ago.
That looks like a 148 time.
Oh no, there's still blocks in there. If 40 PX looks up, that's some blocks.
They're not done yet. They're not done yet. They have a water source up here. Oh, is that a lot of blocks up
and
there?
dirt at the top, it looks like. Oh, they got a lot of blocks.
Okay, so they're not. They're not.
Very fun. You don't have to point it out to us if you think it would make you slower. Don't worry about it. Luigi is incredibly close.
Yeah, no kidding.
Penguin is underwater.
I can't wait to time all these runners to find out who won. Oh wait, that's April's job.
No, it's your job. You're doing it.
Haha, I'm leaving. Rip your
Darn.
tournament. Oh, look at all that up there for 100 PXX. That's gotta hurt.
Yeah, I was wondering.
Penguin, on the other hand, seems done.
Yeah.
They've got the top half of their ravine to mine still.
They're counting 16.
Very cool.
Yeah,
congrats, and also Comrade.
Yeah.
Man. Is that enough to call it? Who's left?
Denry and 100 PXX. 100 PXX
Is that
seems
a
like they're at
beta?
127.
Oh, and the way that you get greater than, instead of just greater than or equal to, is that you also require that x be invertible. Like, so, or just not equal to 0.
You can just take 1 over it.
Well, you can't just take 1 over it, because that's not a polynomial.
Oh no, it's not a polynomial. That is a good point.
But you can do x times some other variable is equal to 1. You can just require that be true. Anyway, it's an interesting problem, right? Because like you do start to get to program. The amazing thing is that any set which is recursive, what is called recursively enumerable over the integers, is the image of some polynomial over the integers. So like if you can write a recursive program that generates it, you can find a polynomial that vanishes on it. And only it. Well,
I don't like the fact that you're saying recursive program.
A recursive whatever.
Because in my mind, all programs, I'm assuming, are incomplete. Which is not
Recursive function. Recursive function, though.
Sure.
But what about functional programming?
Boo.
You can't boo functional programming as a mathematician.
I know. I'm sorry.
You're the rules say you can't do that. You're supposed to, as a mathematician, enjoy functional programming over other types of imperative and pure programming.
I want to learn functional programming, honestly. It's mostly out of laziness that I haven't. I hear that it's all category theory.
The type system is pretty much.
That's fun. Yeah, I mean, I've done a little bit with formal theorem provers. and like I was
Yeah.
very entertained by all the homotopy type theory stuff. That was fantastic. Love that shit. Cause like it was really cool to switch my mindset anyway. So I loved it. Who's left even? Is it Denry? 100 PXX?
Denry and 100 PXX are the only two still going.
Wow. But they can still take it, right? Like, oh, but it looks like 100 PXX is 1 hour 31 in. So if you time the runs, you can know when to shut off these two. So I would suggest doing that while Zero and I discuss.
Welcome to the Zero and I podcast.
What was I just saying?
We need to bring Zero. We need to bring back the Minecraft speedrun podcast sometime.
Yeah, my friends all found that and are sharing it amongst themselves.
How'd they find it?
I don't know.
That's hilarious.
I think they were discussing the dream stuff, and I was telling them that I was part of the evil, corrupt swamp system.
Fantastic. God, what was I saying?
Functional programming.
Oh yeah, but yeah, it's really insane that you can find a polynomial that it vanishes on any set that you can define with a recursive function.
Yeah. Which is pretty cool.
Yeah. So in particular, there's a known function there's a known
Penguin. You want to know how you can know where diamond and lapis are?
You're in the right place at the right time. Let me pull up the video for you.
Are you not subscribed to Matthew Bolan on YouTube?
I'm just gonna post this mysterious YouTube video.
Yeah, like.
I hope I copied.
You tried? Did you try all the? I guess it takes time.
I mean, I don't think people understand it yet. But yeah.
Hopefully, all of the Polish and German people or whatever will understand it and then write it up in a.
Yeah, I mean
understand way.
Anyway. What I don't think a lot of people got, which I explained badly, was how the sizes of the oh, fantastic, a man after my own heart. I don't think a lot of people understand how the sizes of the patches indicate things, if that makes sense. I needed to explain that better and I didn't.
Right. I really just wish at 0, Minecraft generated a sign with 2 completely random numbers on it. It would make our lives so much easier.
What was I doing? Where's my brain?
You should learn functional.
Oh wait! You're in 1.14.4, weren't you? Weren't you in 1.14.4? Oh, the list is different in 1.14.4.
Oh!
You don't need the list. You can find it experimentally once.
100 PXX isn't done.
Yeah, that would explain a lot. Yeah. Yeah, the list will be different in 1.14.4, but the list will still exist. Yeah, I should maybe publish that somehow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's infuriating. Okay.
Okay, Comrade Luigi claims that the 4th place time is a 2:18:22.
Okay. So we gotta watch these guys until then. Well, I will go soon. But what was I saying? Oh yeah. There's a 26 variable polynomial which vanishes only if you input a prime.
What?
Interesting.
What?
Well, which I should say has solutions only if you put in a prime. And similarly, there's a polynomial in a bunch of variables that only outputs primes, and it outputs all primes.
What? This. That I would not expect that to be possible.
Can you use it to trivially calculate the largest prime? You want to publish a paper with me right now? Matthew, are you there?
What would you just say?
Can we use that to trivially find the world's largest prime?
No.
And then publish a paper?
No, not really, because it tends to usually spit out 2. It is in fact about computationally equivalent to searching for a prime to find a solution with a large prime. Like,
right.
But here's the set of polynomials, and then you sum up their squares if
right.
you get a super polynomial.
26 variables is pretty low. I remember you were doing work with the other side of programming, like the Turing machine side of programming, looking at that programming language that compiles to small Turing machines.
Oh yeah. I wanted to write a compiler of that into Redstone.
Like slime blocks, or?
I had a slime block. I had like a Turing machine,
I still really want to see a Turing machine that uses the flat world as its tape.
I know. It's such a cool idea. But it's very hard because you have to somehow move all the instructions for the states with it.
Right.
Which is horrendous to do.
Because you need a modular system.
Yeah, that's just horrible to do. But I do think it would be really cool to compile a high-level language to a Minecraft Redstone Turing machine. You know,
that would make me happy. Although I don't know why Turing machines are the easiest. I feel like going Verilog would be the more fun way to do it. Although maybe that's just because I'm an electrical engineer.
Mango got like 230 something, didn't he?
Matthew, why not seed a Verilog?
Because I don't understand Verilog that well, and because I already have programs lined up. Because the language that I want to compile to Minecraft Redstone was already explicitly designed to compile high-level programs to the smallest Turing machines possible, and they've already very handily imported in a lot of the Millennium Prize problems into it. So, like, for just like with like a 7,000 state Turing machine, I can test the Raman hypothesis.
Right, very slowly in Redstone.
Yeah, but like, imagine the clickbait, you know?
Yeah, it is pretty good clickbait.
But yeah, I agree. Verilog is maybe more natural.
Because I'm just thinking, how would you compile into Redstone? And it's like, it's the same way you would compile into any other circuit design.
Oh.
Are we gonna also have to wait for the fifth person just because Matthew claimed that the person in fifth place?
It's the fifth person. It's the fifth person counting Rufon.
Ah.
I am having a wonderful game, Comrade Luigi.
You should learn Haskell. It's very fun. Or Haskell.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, what's this about the prime generating inequality?
I don't know. You tell me about the prime generating inequality. Thank you.
Okay, there's a prime, and there is a prime generating polynomial with only,
Yo, 100px. That was pretty gamer. And then it wasn't. Never mind. It was pretty gamer for a moment, at least.
Where was this? Oh yeah. There is a prime generating polynomial with only 10 variables. Right?
Wow.
But the problem is that its degree is around 10 to the 45.
That's pretty big. That reminds me a lot of a programming language called Fractran.
Oh, I might have... No, I'm still gonna try your math problem.
No. Bad Sap asked me to do a math problem.
Oh, what was your math problem?
I think it was I think it was proof that any prime or what was it, Bad Sap? What was the problem? I think it was any like power of 2 minus 1 is a sum of 2 primes or something.
I should give a mean math problem. Matthew, is there a good way to describe graphs in a compact space?
Maybe it was.
How do the mathematicians transfer graphs?
It wouldn't be -1 because that's not true. But any
power of 2. Okay.
Greater than 2 is the sum of 2 primes.
Is April the only one doing it, or do we all have to contribute? Because we're all.
You're allowed to contribute. Are we gonna work on it now? Oh boy.
So I might have to drop being a commentator for like 10 seconds.
I don't know. I don't know how to attack this problem.
I don't have.
I see.
I don't have obvious ideas myself, frankly. I don't think it's true for 4.
Aha!
Oh, 2 and 2. 2 and 2.
Oh,
right. I was already making the simplification of odd primes. So yeah. I was already making.
2 should just be reclassified as an odd number, to be honest, just to make the prime people happy.
Anyway,
Give me a moment. Is it true? Because let's try and find some counterexamples real quick.
You're not gonna find a counterexample to Goldbach.
Yeah.
Easily.
Why not?
That is true. He's not wrong.
Have you proved it to be true?
Efficient market hypothesis.
I thought the whole point of it being a hypothesis is that it's not true. Or not known to be true. If you can prove that I won't find the counterexample, then
I cannot mathematically.
I would be happy
I cannot
to
rigorously.
accept your proof.
I cannot rigorously prove that. No. I can prove that you won't find one less
Can you
than...
provide a counterexample that explains why you can't rigorously prove it? Because if you provide a counterexample that proves why it can't be rigorously proved, we would accept that as well.
There is no agreed upon model of this scenario. So there's a 217,
so anyway, Matthew.
a 218, a 148.
Matthew, how do mathematicians pass around graphs?
I don't know.
Because I have an undirected graph that I would like to share to April in a problem, because apparently you can redeem a couple of points to make
You can link
someone,
an you can
make
link
April
you can,
attempt a math
you can
problem.
link you can link an image.
And luckily, I have this one puzzle game called Alcazar that Matthew has heard about, but April hasn't.
I've heard about
that you
it.
could argue is a math problem.
I've heard about it.
You have?
Yeah.
Bad step. Before I go too much further, are you able to solve this? Like, are you personally able to solve this problem? If the answer to that is no, I then want to
feel
know
like
if
you
anyone
wouldn't need any help if you could already solve it.
You are not currently able to solve this problem. And are you aware of anyone who has solved this problem?
Is it an open problem?
Yeah, is this an open problem? Because
we will attempt it if it's an open problem. But I think what we've done already constitutes an attempt.
I'll attempt it. I'll attempt it if it's an open problem. I just I won't attempt it for as long.
Ah. Do you accept that Alcazar puzzles are math problems, or do I have to reframe it in terms of a graph?
I'll accept Alcazar puzzles if you buy me Alcazar.
The app doesn't exist on the App Store anymore. It's gone.
What?
They stopped releasing releases, and then it disappeared from the App Store, and the person stopped responding to emails. And then there was a crappy free version called Line Maze Puzzle that was like a crappy clone that doesn't have as good.
Yeah, but you're not aware. You're not aware of anyone who's studied this shit, right? Like so you just this is the thing that you made up, right?
I mean, I argue that it is.
You don't
open...
need someone to tell you it's open for it to be an open problem.
Yeah.
You can't be sure that this particular thing is solved.
I think
yeah.
He means researched.
My instincts for this is
powers of 2 doesn't help.
Not much, no. The one thing that it could get you. So the known results in this area, there's ternary Goldbach. So like all odd numbers are the sum of 3 primes. That is known.
How? What?
How?
It is. It's known. They did it.
Yeah.
How? How do you prove that?
Do you want to go over that proof? Let's look it up.
That is a tremendously hard proof, actually. That was proven in about 2007, I want to say, by a mathematician called Helfgott. But that is what's. I'm just listing what I know about Goldbach. But anyway, like actually, I don't need to list much about Goldbach. I mostly just need to say that like, there aren't many non-contrived sets of numbers for which Goldbach is known. The one thing is that like,
the set of numbers 2 greater than a prime.
Yeah, you like that. That's what I mean by contrived, though, right? Because those you just constructed those to satisfy Goldbach. It's very hard to, yeah. You can show that the probability of there being a counterexample is extraordinarily low because of how fast this thing it grows exponentially. Like, but like
my claim is if you assume the Goldbach conjecture, the proof is trivial. I have solved the problem.
Yeah, that's probably the best that any of us are gonna do. Right, the temptation would be to use one of the same arguments used for Mersenne primes, right? Because Mersenne primes are studied and are easy to prove prime because they have a whole bunch of properties that they must satisfy. And powers of 2 minus a prime satisfy similar things. So that's why you might hope for this to be special. But like you don't just want to talk about that. You also want to talk about then.
I mean, 1 isn't a prime, is the thing. Like
1 isn't a prime, yeah, but like just 2 to the n minus a is fairly nice.
Okay.
Because you can factor it in a suitable ring. You can like introduce the nth root of, if it's 2 to the n minus alpha, you can introduce the nth root of alpha and then factor it like that. Okay, I'm gonna go. Goodbye.
Okay, goodbye.
3 hours. More than you paid for.
I
See ya.
didn't pay for any.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. So, Alcazar. I will do your Alcazar puzzle if you create Alcazar and Terry Tattoo.
I would. Is that still being made?
Yes.
Well, so here's the thing: is I don't have 2,000 points to try to post the math problem.
You need to get the points then.
So I need to earn some points. And I should also at some point extract all of the primes out of this, or not primes. I'm stupid. All the puzzles out of this app because the app doesn't exist anymore. You know. And I would like these to be preserved on the internet.
Yeah.
Even though I technically would be stealing because I paid $3 for them.
I have given you an opportunity to make channel points.
Oh. Who am I betting against here? And are we rigging this so that so that I am likely to win?
I am going to Google flip a coin.
You know what I just noticed right here?
What?
I want you to check out the general chat and the text channels real quick, and just observe that real quick. I will flip a coin if you're interested in that.
I have unmodded you temporarily.
Oh no. I'm gonna need more points than other people have bet, though, is the problem. Oh no, I won't. Hold on, I can put... What is it? Like... 300-ish. I'll put 350 points here. And now, April has to randomly guess, and if I'm lucky... then I will have enough points, otherwise I will be even further back. And we'll run another prediction. You gotta predict heads or tails. You want me to go find a coin to flip?
I already flipped the coin.
Oh boy. Can you just tell me which way it flipped real quick? I'm just kidding. That wouldn't be real gambling. Did I tell you about Alcazar, or did Matthew secondhand tell you about Alcazar?
You told me about it.
Probably I did. No one else cares. Because again, like I said, it's an app that used to exist back in... Oh, I lost all those points. It's an app that used to exist. I don't know when it existed, but it hasn't existed for at least, let's say, 2 to 3 years.
You were trying to make it with like rails at some point, I think. Like minecart rails.
I might have been.
Oh, is 100 PXX done?
Congrats.
No, they're not. They're not. They were just bragging about winning channel points.
Congrats on pausing the game. Oh, hey, thank you. I can't believe I lost my points, and now I'm even further away from asking a math question.
Who was ahead of them too?
It's hard to say because 100px did not start digging from the top.
Oh, well. Yeah, they're also a pretty similar time into the run, it seems. The worst finishing time, I think. I mean, if you count Roof on, then If you count Rufon, then the time to beat is 2:32. If you don't count Rufon, then time to beat is the better of these two. So whoever wins. Yeah. If you don't count Rufon, then there are only three people finished the worst, which is a 2:32. So both of these people are still in it, I think. Like it isn't obvious to me that neither of them can progress. Rufon played in Minecraft Classic. Because I said any version was allowed?
Because you can break blocks faster in Minecraft Classic, and the world limit is a bit lower, or higher, I guess. You know what I mean? The world height is smaller, so you don't have to worry as much about the world height. And blocks can be broken instantly, and it's easier to clear water that's in the way because sponges just work.
Would it be submittable? No. We decided that whoever comes in 5th, including Rufon, gets to decide whether or not her run counts. Yeah, speedrun.com rules prohibit versions prior to 1.0. As well as snapshots and so on.
And April Fool's versions and versions made by Seth playing instead of the Mojang team that run in Excel.
Is there Mind Chunk on the classic leaderboards?
The classic has its own leaderboards?
Yes. There is no Mind Chunk in Minecraft Classic.
What are the Minecraft Classic categories?
Reach bedrock, place all blocks, build limit, destroy a tree, reach closest border, wall borders, minerals, break dirt, build an L, reach bedrock with auto clicker, build a house, reach lava, reach water, find and break all natural blocks, all limits, and 9 of each ore.
Huh. They don't have just an any percent?
There's no dragon in Minecraft Classic.
There's no win condition?
Build a house is like a 20-way tie of 1 millisecond. What are the rules of house percent? House needs to have a space of at least 1 by 1 wide, 2 blocks tall, walls, a roof, and a space for a door.
Do you need to place the door or just a space for it?
You just need a space for it. I don't think doors exist in Classic.
Well, of course they don't.
So you just need to spawn somewhere where you're looking at a block, which, when broken, will create a house as described in the rules. Amazing.
It would be funny if in the rules they just described a specific house. You know what I mean? Like they had like a specific multi-block structure you needed to build.
Yeah.
Like this specific building with this window and this floor material and this wall material facing this cardinal direction. Just that. Some exciting commentary, isn't it?
Yeah. They are indeed mining the blocks. We'll see who will finish first.
Yeah, this is exciting.
What level is Henry? That's a good question.
At what health level is Denry? That's the real question.
2 hearts.
Why would you do that to yourself?
They've accidentally made mob spawners.
Yeah, you built a mob spawner, and then placed yourself at 2 hearts.
Around 20.
Was the plan to explode creepers or something? I can't tell. But it seems very, very strange, is my opinion. I don't know.
Wait, that's genius. Make it spawn mobs so you can get creepers. Make a tower to spawn creepers. And then blow up the creepers. I mean, you need to like place water at the bottom or something. Denry's gameplay here is intense. Yo,
I
look
wonder
at
if
the
the creepers help or
MLG.
hurt.
Look at the MLG from 100PXX.
Oh, that is ML and G.
How's Denry gonna get over there? Okay.
That seemed inconvenient.
I mean, they clearly like were intending to do that.
It still seemed inconvenient that the creepers were there.
Yeah. I feel like you make a stone hex at some point. If you're just digging wood repeatedly. Why does Denry have a timer at 2:23 and a timer at 2:08? That doesn't make much sense. Yeah, my production quality is just off the charts.
This is so exciting.
This really is what Minecraft was made for.
Mm-hmm.
Don't mine a chunk percent. That's a good suggestion.
Yeah, but how will you know for sure that no one will mine a chunk in the future?
You delete the world file.
That's a good point.
Is that 11 for Denry? I think Denry is like really close. Yeah, see, but is this the last layer that Denry needs to mine?
Is it? It is.
It might be.
Incredible.
Whoa, Denry is really close. I think Denry is going to be.
But 100 PX is also really close. It's just dirt after this layer.
Really?
It looks like, unless they have another corner, opposite corner. Because they have definitely just dirt above them. Do you see that?
Yeah. I think it might be 100 PXX progressing.
They might have to do the other side though, the other half of the chunk.
Mm-hmm. Maybe.
Yeah, they have to do the other half.
I mean, it's RTA that matters, but I think like the 100 PXX's RTA should be much faster than Denry's.
Right. It's just not close in real time.
Yeah. I don't think you're getting knocked out. I think Mingo is. Why wouldn't it exist? It's mine chunk.
This is incredibly exciting looking. I'm a bit confused as to why 100 PX did it from bottom to top instead of top to bottom. It seems kind of like backwards of what you'd want. But I guess it's not.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I understand wanting to go to the bottom first for diamonds, but it seems to me like you would want to do that and then come back to the top and go top to bottom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree with your assessment.
Never at any point, unless there's a ravine, would you want a spot where you could fall and die. Is the next round set seed?
Next round is set seed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but falling and dying generally doesn't work well, you know? As far as I could tell.
Is that bucket glitch?
What do you mean by that?
I think... Oh no, it's not.
The water's going down.
Yeah.
What's interesting though is if the water doesn't make it to the bottom and you are done with the chunk,
Denry is done.
then it doesn't. Congrats, Denry, you did it.
You mined chunk. You beat Mango, but unfortunately, I think 100 PXX will be. Wait. Mango, Penguin, covered. I think they're both gonna end up beating Mango. And knocking Mango out, it seems. He must have restarted the real timer part way in or something. Okay, so I'll have to retime that because it's... I don't think Mango's will be shorter, but... Oh, right! The 3-minute penalty!
Why is there a 3-minute penalty?
Because they didn't mine an actual chunk.
Oh, is that a 3-minute penalty?
Yeah. That might end up mattering.
It was aligned on one of the axes, but not the other axis, if I recall.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, Rufon is likely to get disqualified.
Yeah, or we're gonna do Terry time. Yeah, there's a 3-minute penalty. I said that as a joke, but people are taking it seriously, so it's serious now.
What was the joke?
3-minute time penalty. Should there be a 3-minute time penalty? What do you all think? Should I actually enforce that?
I feel like Denry should be the one to decide whether or not it's enforced.
Okay, I agree. No, I think it actually will make a difference for Denry versus Mango.
Although I would like to say that it should be an axis to line chunk, ideally. That would make it makes me happy that it's an axis to line chunk. That there is one chunk in the save file that is completely empty, besides the bedrock.
Minus 5 seconds for axis alignment. Perfect. Goodbye, Denry. I don't care about the seed. It only matters if you're gonna like submit it to SRC. How much more does 100 PXX have?
A decent amount. They did not do this in order.
Can I leave? Like, oh, if they only have like another 5 minutes, then I want to let them finish, but like, God. I've been here for 3.5 hours.
If you have a tick rate mod, can we just can we just fast forward to the part where you're done? I'm joking. Please don't turn on a tick rate mod.
Hey, Mango.
Mangobo.
Is this it? Are they done?
I think this wall to the right needs to go more. Maybe?
Oh, maybe? Does it?
Yeah. They're going up the other side too.
I don't think Mingo is safe.
I don't think anyone's safe. In theory, 4 people could start a run right now and all get 10-minute scores.
No, no, no. Because Penguin had a 148. FedEx? What is her name? The FedEx? Yeah, FedEx had a 217. Comrade Luigi had... No, that's not what I wanted to do. Comrade Luigi had 217?
I can't tell where the 16 by 16 is.
And, Denry got 229. So... I think that's...
But what if 4 people started right now and then got 10 minutes?
No.
No?
No starting now.
Well, I was about to start.
You need to start 2.5 hours ago. And 4 minutes. No, you couldn't get a 10-minute macro SG. No, the guy who went to see rocket launch isn't doing it. It's already out in real time? They're only at 2:19. I don't think they were... But they've been paused for 10 minutes? I know it's IGT, but like, it's still 10 minutes. Had to start... Oh, that's a good point. Their IGT must be at least... Their RTA must be at least 234. Okay. So then the final progression should be... Penguin, FedEx, Comrade, and Denry. I think. Assuming...
Depending on if refund is allowed.
Yeah. Is Denry here? Denry, are you still here? Should refund be allowed?
Denry, it's your choice whether Rufon is allowed.
Oh, thank you for the raid, Benny the Great YT.
Welcome, new viewers. Viewer. We are mining a chunk. It says tournament, and right now there's only 1 person mining, but there was more than 1 person if you came earlier. It was very exciting. And this is almost done, actually. I'm fairly sure. Oh no, there's another layer. Or is that not another? I can't tell. I can't count to 16. I'm too tired to count to 16 to know if it's actually 2, 4, 5, 6. Ouch. Ah, so we do need 1 more block. Yeah, why would you do it by stripes? That seems so strange.
The 100 PXX has lost, I believe. The tournament is real time.
Why wouldn't you just not mine it from top to bottom the moment you can? You're one layer. Okay.
I can't do this.
If I were you, I would have stopped at the last block. Nice work.
Well, congratulations to the Penguin, Comrade Luigi, FedEx, and Denry probably for progressing.
Yeah,
unless,
and congratulations
unless
to all of the
Mangoes was
viewers who
faster.
stuck here for all 3 hours and 38 minutes.
You all are really dumb. Why would you do that? What is wrong with you?
Good work. Do it again.
Come back tomorrow for another mine chunk.
Mm-hmm.
Goodbye.